Very good morning to everybody, and with me, Nicole de Klerk. Nicole, firstly, how's the injury coming along?
Yeah, it's getting along nicely, thank you. Should be back very soon.
And how's your season been? I know it's people say we're almost at the halfway stage, nearly December, nearly festive. How's your season been so far?
Yeah, I had a good knock up in the half out there and then just succumbed to a little bit of injury. But as a team, I think we're doing really well. We're trying to find our straps and hit our straps nicely and build some momentum going forward.
Yeah, and just how important is the series where we can have the women play against strength v strength as well, especially after the Proteas women are back as well?
Yeah, especially that. I think they just always add value to the space, and it's also nice to see where you need to be. But yeah, I think strength for strength and then playing like for like is amazing.
I always see the women when they're around, they're always very smiling and jovial as well. It's very nice to see. Is it like that when you're coming down to the business end?
No, I think we know when to lock in and when to kind of switch on. But I do think there is an aspect and an element of enjoyment on the field. We do try and make that a priority.
Have you enjoyed the Cape Sun this weekend?
We have, not necessarily the wind, but definitely the sun.
Well, go well, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
Thank you so much.
Well, with me is effervescent and Van Niekerk, sorry.
That's okay.
That's my apologies. Good to see you back in form. You must be happy with your knock yesterday.
Oh yeah, it was pretty good. Been feeling good the past couple of weekends. Yeah, it's just good to contribute to the team and just building some momentum going into the season.
Yeah, and what has your season been like? I know the girls have done really, really well. They've performed excellently in both formats as well. You just want to continue. A little bit of a blip yesterday, but a good chance to put things right today.
Yeah, I think the word blip is a good one for us, especially in the longer format. I think it's just some crucial, I guess, stages in the game where we kind of get that blip and we kind of need to sort that out. We're losing crucial points and matches. We're dropping matches unnecessarily. But look, the team's still positive nonetheless, and we like the T20 format. We've won it, 2 times or 3 times in a row now. So I think that's pretty much our best format. But yeah, it's a very good Dolphins team we're going up against today, so we're going to have to be at our best.
Just a personal word from your side again. You want to probably get back into that Proteas team. You look like you're ready to get back in there and maybe just throw a show to everybody what we probably South Africa have been missing. Not saying that they haven't gone well.
Yeah, look, they've been incredible. They've created history the last 3 years. It's just been awesome to obviously watch them from the outside. But yeah, obviously the dream is to come back and I just need to put the numbers behind and still do the hard work. It's like we all say, it's not just coming back in and expecting things to happen. I really need to work, and I have put in a lot of work. Still a lot of work ahead, but yeah, that's the dream, that's the ideal. But I know it's going to take a lot, but hopefully the numbers that I put in is good enough, and if not, I'll still keep working and see if the coach is happy with that.
You must be a role model for some of the youngsters in the side as well. They looked up to you as well.
Yeah, well, I realize I'm the oldest, one of the oldest, so yeah, it's sometimes weird to think that. I never thought of myself as a role model, but look, wherever I can add value, that's the most important thing for me, and I just want to give back to the game. It's given me so much, and yeah, so if I can give back to the youngsters and just give some wisdom and just help them wherever. I mean, I learn from them as well. That's the great thing. Yeah, so it's good. It's a good bunch to be around, and hopefully today we can just get that W.
Go well today.
Thank you. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
The wait is over and the teams are ready. T20 Challenge is back.
Sun is shining and I feel so good.
Come show us your moves from anywhere in South Africa.
'Cause it's a good day for it, a good day for it.
Meet the stars, feel the vibe, and experience the thrill.
That's huge. That is out of the park.
Support your favorite team in your favorite city.
Brilliant catch.
Bring your energy, bring your passion. Hashtag bring on your moves.
Golden.
I play for the Hollywoodbets Dolphins.
From the DP World Lions,
Dolphinbet Warriors.
Gold Rush Boland, World Sports Betting, Western Province,
The Mutiram Tuskers,
Northwest Dragons.
The Momentum Multiplier Titans.
Get your tickets for the T20 Challenge now and be there for the action. Hashtag bring on your moves. Woza nawe.
A very warm welcome to World Sports Betting Newlands for this Hollywoodbets Pro20 series between the home side World Sports Betting Western Province and the visitors Hollywoodbets Dolphins. It is Leah Jones, the captain, and Zinhle Male from the Dolphins as well. Wilma Jones and Brett Pitt, they're also here in attendance to see this toss. I'm going to ask Leah if she can just flip the coin, please. Heads is the call.
Heads is the call, tails it is.
And tails it is. Well, Leah, what are you going to do? Well, things didn't go well today, yesterday for you, so you got a chance today just to put things right with the bat?
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, give it a go. T20 is something we enjoyed. So hopefully it comes off today again.
You guys have gone really well in this format of the game as well over the last 2 or 3 years, as well as a format that you guys love.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know why we love it so much, but I think it's really exciting cricket, and I think we just want to obviously entertain, and yeah, that's basically it.
Part of the T20 stuff is the fielding part of it. Yesterday was a little bit of a blip. We spoke to Danae yesterday, but another day for you to put things right.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, we have to put that in the past. So that happened yesterday. We can't carry on with obviously what happened today. But yeah, hopefully today is much better in the field. Because obviously saves you a lot of runs, and that wins you games in the end. So.
Any changes to your side from yesterday?
Yes, Olukhle CEO is out, Single Tias is out, and Kelsey Adams and Yandiswa Mangele comes in.
Go well today.
Thank you so much.
Single, what would you have done if you won the toss?
I would have ball first. We'll be happy to ball first. I think we're very good at to defend the target and to chase it.
You guys must be very happy with your victory here yesterday as well, and you can hopefully take that confidence into today.
Yeah, definitely. It was a great win yesterday, and I think everyone chipped in and put in the line, and the execution was well.
Yeah, what would it mean to you guys if you can get both wins yesterday and today? Take it back to Durban with you?
It would be a massive achievement, and I think we're really looking forward to win both, and I hope everything goes there.
Any changes to your side from yesterday?
Yeah, we have 2 changes today. We have Jade in for Seshni. Session night is sitting out today, and we have also Isihle, a youngster, for Sesana Nguban.
Go well today.
Thank you.
There is the news here at the toss. It is the home side, the World Sports Betting Newlands. World Sports Betting Western Province side have won the toss, and they have elected to have a bat first. With me now is Claire to Blanche. Claire, good seeing you back again in Western Province colours, but not so long ago you were with the Proteas away. Just give us a brief sort of inkling of what that experience was for yourself.
No, thanks, Eugene. It's great to be back home, by the way. Listen, it was fantastic. Being in that professional space, in that environment, at the World Cup, it was just something different to experience and grow from as a coach. And I think Mandla as well, and the coaches that are there, Bakir, Dylan and Pungani, they just, they know what they're doing. And being in a structure like that was a lot of growth for me as a coach.
Yeah, just seeing you around as well now since you've been back as well, and just see you just look re-energized, revitalized as well, trying to put your things right here at Western Province now.
Yeah, 100%. Trying to implement some of the things that I saw up top there to actually help out the ladies here when they do make the move up, so that transition is a lot easier as well.
What is it for a coach here? The women's game has really improved. It's gone on the up. We can see it with all the results domestically and internationally as well. And I'm sure you want to see some of these girls try and make their mark here in the Protea side.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I mean, there's a whole lot of World Cups and and tournaments coming up. So it's for them to do the work, put in the work with some guidance, with some help, so that when they do get there, they're ready.
Yeah, you've done a lot of work in the off season, seeing you throw. How's the arm? All good?
Luckily, we've got sidearms nowadays. Yeah.
Listen, go well today again.
Thanks very much. Thanks, Eugene. Thanks, guys.
He's going to. Welcome to World Sports Betting Newlands for this Hollywoodbets Pro20 clash between the home team, World Sports Betting Western Province, and the Hollywoodbets Dolphins. And it is a beautiful day here in Cape Town. The wind very strong. You're with me, James King, the Cape Fox, and with me today, the privilege of having Peter Kirsten here in the comm box with me here at Newlands. Good morning, Peter, and welcome.
Good morning, James. It's absolutely wonderful to be here, and thank you for the invitation to come and do a bit of commentary. I haven't done a bit for a while, but hopefully the knowledge and the aspects of the game will flow, and it's lovely to be commentating with you, to be here at Newlands, beautiful Newlands, a bit windy, the southeaster at its roaring best. Hopefully it's not as strong as yesterday.
Well, certainly yesterday the bowlers struggling a little bit in that wind, and yesterday a very good win for the visiting team, the Hollywoodbets Dolphins, getting over the line by 5 wickets in that Pro20 clash. But they are out in the field at the moment as Western Province won the toss and elected to bat first. And it is going to be opening the batting for World Sports Betting Western Province. It's going to be Faye Tunnicliffe and Laura Goodall. And it will be Tunnicliffe taking first strike. Umpires out on the field, Brent Pitt and Wilma Jones.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to meet Faye Tunnicliffe this morning with Linton Phillips, I think the head coach of the Western Province ladies side, and just coming out of the net area. And she's the leading run scorer, is Faye Tunnicliffe, so that's wonderful to meet her. Wished her good luck, and hopefully that she can put another big score together again for the Western Province side. The field is looking immaculate. Had a chat with the groundsman this morning, Brahm Mong, I think his name is, and the pitch is looking absolutely beautiful to bat on. Not surprised that Province have decided to bat first.
Yeah, it does look like a belter of a pitch there, and very much similar to the one they played on yesterday, which had would have been a record aggregate score for a women's Pro20 game here at Newlands. The Dolphins chasing down 242 to win with an over and a ball to spare, as we are going to have first up this morning from the Kelvin Grove end. Looks like it's going to be Zintle Mali, the captain, opening the bowling. Or is it going to be Ayanda Hlubi? Let me have a look. Yeah, Ayanda Hlubi opening the bowling, the young South African pacer, just 20 years of age, Ayanda Hlubi. And she's towards us now from the Kelvin Grove end. And,
yeah, beautiful delivery there, just outside the off stump, well left. Is that Faye Tunnicliffe on strike?
It's Faye on strike. Ayanda, that one. Just a little bit of shape as it went past the bat through to wicketkeeper Kwanga Panini. And just 2 changes to both teams for today's game compared to the teams that played yesterday. The Dolphins in the field have included Jade De Figueiredo and Esihle Kau, and it is Seshni Naidu and Sisanda Ngubani who are sitting out as the Hlubi is towards us again. That one better directed from Hlubi, and for Western Province, 2 changes as well. It's Kelsey Adams and Yandiswa Mangala who come in for Olutlesio and for Sinaletu Yasu respectively. So it does look like a good pitch, very hard surface, and a nice covering, just
good bounce as well,
which is something we haven't necessarily seen. Well, that one, she loses her radar completely, just the wrist probably breaking there a little bit for Ayanda Hlubi, and the first runs are on the board for World Sports Betting Western Province.
Yeah, Faye Tunnicliffe, I think, with the number 3 on the back, that I shall remember easily, as being a number 3 batsman myself, James. And yeah, it's just my little chat with her this morning on the arrival to the ground. She looks confident. She was there early this morning at about 8:15.
Yeah, she's
good shot, just a defensive shot off the back foot to cover point.
Yeah, she's been in a... Sorry.
Good start by the bowler, good length, good line, but a long way to go. And as mentioned before, just wonderful to be here this morning. It's from where we're commentating, we can't feel the breeze because we're indoors, and but out there it's blustering. It's not easy bowling into the wind.
Not getting hold of that one at all, through to Alexandra Candler at extra cover, and Candler, very good 93 yesterday off 127 balls, took her team to that victory. And the leading run scorer in last season's Hollywoodbets Pro 50, as Faye Tunnicliffe was the leading run scorer in last year's Hollywoodbets Pro 20. 3 players, in fact, equal on 219 runs. That one is, she is going to get that down to Kawu at a wideish third, and through for the first run off the bat.
Is this Laura Goodall on strike?
It is Laura Goodall, the left-hander from the South African international as well. Both Faye Tunnicliffe and Laura Goodall having both played international cricket for South Africa. Laura Goodall, 1 Test, 55 ODIs and 21 T20 internationals. An experienced player. And she will be unlucky or unhappy that she got run out yesterday, very early on in the piece.
Run out, the worst way to get out, isn't it?
Yeah, and they ran to a misfield, which makes it even worse, Peter. So.
No, that's not good at all. So hopefully happier omens for Faye Tunnicliffe today, and Laura Goodall on strike, left-hander.
Yeah, not really much foot movement for that one, and a bit of a swing and a miss outside the off stump, the end of the first over, and it's quite a good one for Hlubi. It's 2 without loss, Western Province.
Good start by the Dolphins, and as you mentioned earlier, a fine victory yesterday over the Western Province side. I must admit, I thought I'd missed commentary yesterday, but I saw the results on Facebook, and the Province had lost quite bad, not badly, but a good win for the Dolphins. But then I realised it was a 50-over match.
Yeah.
You gave me the right information. Got the day right, and the T20 format. You never know these days what format's being played. You've got to look closely.
Yeah. You hear a lot of white ball cricket happening at the moment in cricket all over the world, and a very important red ball game happening for South Africa as well at the moment against India there in Calcutta, as it's Zintle Mali, the Pro 20 captain for the Dolphins, who's going to be opening the bowling from the Wynberg end. A slip in place that Jade de Figueiredo, and he's going to be bowling her medium paces. Mali as well, who did play for South Africa in the late 2010s, 2018-19 season. A number of ODIs for her. She's away from us now.
Yeah, nice rhythmic run-up, and she coming in with the wind. Always a lot easier. That if you've got a bit of swing ability, you always feel it's better to bowl into the wind, like the bowler before. And but this is lovely bowling with the breeze. Just keep a good line and length, and batters tend to get themselves out.
That's too wide and a little bit short, and Faye Tunnicliffe pounces on that, and it goes through to the backward point boundary for 4. First boundary of the innings, and a welcome one for World Sports Betting Western Province.
Always great for a batter to get that early boundary. It reminded me of a Laura Wolfhard shot, just outside your stump, and good wrist, hit it nice and late, and suddenly we see a fielder getting put onto the cover point boundary.
Yes, so that will mean that the player at fine leg will come up into the ring. So she can't afford to be too straight here, Mali. That's hit well, but straight down to Nondamiso Shangase, the player who was at the recent World Cup for South Africa. Shangase captained the Dolphins yesterday in that Pro 50 game. And it is her and Nonkululeko Mhlaba both playing for the Dolphins today. Good to have them back in the provincial teams after their exploits at the World Cup. Well, she has hit that one beautifully down the ground. Just the one bounce, 4, and a shot as you're likely to see, Peter.
A magnificent shot from Faye Tunnicliffe. Zintle Mali, not a bad delivery at all, but just maybe that early morning practice in the nets with her head coach has helped her with that. Just get sharp. And did you say she was run out yesterday?
No, Laura Goodall was run out. Yeah.
Oh, well, let's just hope that's not going to happen again. But Faye Tunnicliffe into the wind, 1 bounce 4.
Yeah, it was Tunnicliffe who got a very good ball from Nonkululeko Mhlaba and took out her middle stump, just pitching in line and straightening. And just no foot movement on that occasion as she tries to play that through the covers. At 2 boundaries off the over, they'll be happy with that.
Yeah, that one might have been a bit of a slower delivery. And Faye Tunnicliffe playing it a little bit too early. These things happen early on, but fine line between nicking off and hitting full face with the bat. Early days, Zintle Mali bowling quite nicely.
That's too wide, and that is going to go down to the boundary for 4 as well. That's an excellent shot. Great placement from Faye Tunnicliffe, and it is .4 in the second over, as it's 12 off the over, 17 without loss. Sorry, it's 14 without loss are the Western Province after 2 overs.
Right over for the WSB Western Province women's side, ladies' side, and that ball just was caressed beautifully just to the left of mid-off, and even the cover point fielder on the boundary had no chance because the outfield is sublime. It's superfluous. Just chatting with Brian Mong, the groundsman this morning. He's put in a lot of work. James, I think he's been around for 5-6 years at Newlands and has done a great job. And just to see the pitch prepared this morning, also the same pitch for this afternoon's game. And lovely for the batters just to get stuck in those early boundaries. And Ayanda Khlubi coming in from the Kelvin Grove end. Is it still called the Kelvin Grove end?
It is still called the Kelvin Grove end, yes. We still have the Kelvin Grove and the Weinberg end. Easy as you like into the leg side, as it is Courtney Gownan coming in from mid-wicket to field, and they trot through for a single, and Goodall is off the mark with that single. And just looking at Ayanda Khlubi's numbers, Peter, and she's played so far 24 games in this format, and taken 24 wickets, average of 16.12, an economy rate of 5.84, the best of 3 for 11. So she has some really good numbers at this level, and very quick, one of the South African quicks.
Very excited appeal from Ayanda Khlubi. Lovely action, nice high on, bowling on. As I said, coming into the wind, not easy. I don't think you get this type of wind down in Durban or that part of the Eastern Cape Coast.
No, I think this is certainly the wind here, and you would say in Gqeberha a lot stronger than it is up in Durban, in those parts. And certainly we were chatting this morning, funnily enough, about the wind. I was chatting with the umpires and saying the wind here not as strong as it would have been on the Cape Flats yesterday.
Yeah, that's an aggressive shot by Faye Tunnicliffe. Goes to mid-on for 1. Good running between the wickets. And Faye Tunnicliffe moves on to 14. As I said, Ayanda Khlubi. Did I say Eastern Cape? I'd rather mention Natal. It's not the Eastern Cape.
Yes,
Eastern Cape would be the Warriors area and border.
That's right. And it's up the coast there in KZN. In behind the ball nicely, Laura Goodall, straight down to Shangase, who is at mid-off. Sorry, that's Marley, who's at mid-off for the left-hander. So we have got a third, we've got a backward point, cover, extra cover, mid-off. In fact, there's just going to be a bit of a change to the field. The fielder from square leg is coming around into the covers. We're going to have a fielder then at cover point, cover, extra cover. So it's protecting the offside field. So it should be no surprise as to where she's going to bowl this. She can't bowl straight. She doesn't have much protection on the leg side. And she does bowl it on the offside, but way too wide.
I was just going to say, when a captain does that, packs the offside field, basically your margin of error, where it's very small, anything slightly middle or neck stump, it's probably a free boundary with only 3 on the leg side. You've got a deep fine leg, you've got a mid-wicket, pretty much on the edge of the circle, and a mid-on, everybody else on the offside. So enticing her into a mistake, maybe. Not that time. Good shot, covers fields, good bowling, to the field places, no run.
Yeah, it was a feature of the match yesterday where the Dolphins bowlers really did execute their plans very well, and particularly early on to the World Sports Betting Western Province batters and had them 68 for 4 at one stage. Really struggling in that innings by Dene van Niekerk of 81, really getting to that total of 241. Once again, wide outside the off stump.
Yeah, it's very brave captaincy, this, and who knows if the bowler herself, Jana Hulubi, wants it, but the captain says, I want you to bowl outside the off stump. That could be the tendency to bowl. But too wide, as we've seen twice this over already, but one can admire the plan. I think that's the word we're looking for. Only 3 on the leg side. Jana Hulubi coming in for the final ball of the over.
Oh, that's... don't know if that was a chance. We'll have a look at that on the replay. It's in the air for some time. And Zintle Mali just diving off to her right-hand side, not able to get her hand to that. And Goodall survives. So a potential chance there off the last ball of the over, but it ends up being a good one again for World Sports Betting Western Province. Let's have a look at this again. And she just stops on her, doesn't it? And she,
yes.
Yeah, brilliant effort from the captain, Marley, but she's not able to get her hand onto that one. And it goes through for 2. So 6 off the over. It's 20 without loss after 3. So a good start so far for World Sports Betting Western Province.
Yeah, the captain, they're setting a great example for the Hollywoodbets Dolphins, and diving to her right, just couldn't grasp it and keep it in hand, and went through for 4, I think. But or 2, was it?
2, yes, just got the 2.
And but a great effort.
So this is a big matchup here now. Nonkululeko Mlaba, the South African slow left armour who played so brilliantly for South Africa in that recent World Cup and has made a name for herself as well in T20 internationals. And youngster, she was the youngest member of that South African squad that played in the World Cup, 25 years old. She's been playing for a number of years now for the Dolphins.
Laba, just a lovely action, left arm around the wicket to the right-hander.
Eased into the offside and through for the single. So that's good, getting herself off strike. And yesterday it was a brilliant delivery from Laba that sort of pitched on middle and straightened on Faye Tunnicliffe, took out the middle stump, and she's going to want to make sure that doesn't happen to her again today.
Yeah. Another brave decision to bring on your left arm spinner very early within the first 10 overs, or the first 6 overs, shall we say. It's ball should come off quite slowly off the pitch.
Well, Laura Goodall probably feels she missed out a little bit there, a little bit short from Mlaba, which is unusual for her. She has does bowl for South Africa in the power play as well. Nonkululeko Mlaba, such an experienced campaigner. And another quick single, and that is, they go through, and it's Asamkele. So it's Hlubi doing the fielding there at mid-wicket. Just the 2 singles so far. Tunnicliffe will feel she missed out there. Short and wide, and played it straight to the fielder at backward point.
Yeah, James, when the South African lady is magnificent at the recent World Cup, and good experience by this lady Mlaba coming up with the left arm spinners. Great World Cup.
Plays it to the fielder backward of square or point on the offside and through for 2. Very well played by Tunnicliffe. Brings an end to the 4th over. It's 24 without loss. Just 4 off that.
Beautiful running between the wickets. And did you say that it was Laura Goodall run out yesterday?
Yeah, it was Laura Goodall run out yesterday. She played the ball straight to mid-on, and mid-on misfield. It went behind her, and then they went for the run, unfortunately, and a direct hit, which so often is the case, isn't it, with a direct hit. that had her run out just for a single. She was very upset on that point of view. She's been in very good form this season. In one of the earlier matches in the season in the Pro 50, got her first century in List A cricket, Laura Goodall, which just for the 29-year-old. It's over the head of Zintle Marley. It's going to be a couple of bounces into the boundary for 4. As Peter said, it is a great shot from Laura Goodall in the slot for her and making full use of that delivery to get her first boundary.
I think for batters playing at Newlands on a windy day like today, it's in your mind, your subconscious, well, I'm hitting with the wind. There's an opportunity for the ball to carry over the fielders at middle for mid-on. It's worth to go within the first 6 overs, and it worked that time. Yesterday was not a lucky day for her, but maybe today, different story.
A change of line for Hlubi coming over the wicket.
And it's Ayanda Hlubi still persisting with only 3 on the leg side, and the cover field are packed with fielders that are going to save the 1. So the captain's saying, let's try and save the 4, and put pressure on the batter to play across the line to the leg side, maybe.
Well, she bowls a really gimme ball for Laura Goodall on the legs and full pitched, and that one is played down to the boundary in front of the Oaks for 4. Second boundary of the over. Not been good execution from Hlubi.
Well, that's a small margin for error, isn't it? Just slightly too straight, and of course the batter, having studied the field placings, it's another part of batsmanship where you study the field. Where are my chances for a boundary? And there's always a slight risk factor involved, but that was a great execution, exploiting only 3 on the leg side. And as we speak about it, so the captain brings another fielder across to the leg side, puts the fielder down at deep square leg.
And I always feel this makes it difficult for the bowler, doesn't it? Because now you've been told to bowl outside the off stump. You bowl one that isn't perhaps where the captain wants it. Oh, that is a no ball. So we are going to have a free hit, and the first no ball of the day. That is inexcusable, really, at this level, to bowl a no ball. Umpire Brent Pitt signalling that it will be a free hit, and the field can't change now for Laura Goodall on strike. And Hlubi just overstepping. It might well have been a wide anyway. But the no ball probably is better for the batter, definitely. Where's she going to bowl this one, Peter? It's
good start for the WSB Western Province ladies. Slow ball.
And she's going to have to bowl that one again as well, because that has been signalled wide here, as far as I'm aware, by the umpire at square leg. And now we're just waiting. Oh no, didn't see the wide signalled. I thought I saw the square leg umpire indicating that was over the batter's head, but clearly not, so gets away with that one. She won't get away with that one though. That is going to be a wide, and I think Laura Goodall, a no ball signalled, because she's already bowled 1 for the over. She can only bowl 1 short ball for the over, and that is the second short ball that she's bowled for the over. Therefore, it's going to be a no ball. So 2 no balls in the over, and you have to say that wasn't really clever bowling from Ayanda Hlubi.
I think since that the boundary 4 by Laura Goodall a few balls earlier has just upset the bowler Hlubi's train of thought. Stick to the plan.
Oh, she has a full go, and they are going to come through for the bye this time. That's a good throw from Kwanga Panini, but it's not going to affect Faye Tunnicliffe well into her ground, so a bye is signalled by umpire Brent Pitt. And as you say, Peter, this has been a good over and a good start for World Sports Betting Western Province. Not quite at the end of the 5th over yet, 35 without loss. And they'll be happy with a start, particularly that 0 in the wickets column.
I must say I really enjoyed the recent World Cup, the Ladies World Cup, and so I'm surprised to see not more people here watching this morning. Maybe they'll come in later. It's a Sunday morning, and I recall Newlands being full.
Oh, it's gone straight through. That is criminal again, and that, I think, is Shangase at mid-off. She went down to pick that one up, went straight through the hands, down to the boundary for 4. And so what was a bad over has got even worse. 15 off that one. And it is 39 without loss after 5. So batting at just under 8 to the over. Very good for World Sports Betting Western Province.
Yeah, just amazed at the talent that I've been seeing and amongst the ladies cricket. Just watching them warm up this morning, very professional. And you can see the keenness, the eagerness to get into the game. And both teams showing good results of late. Of course, Dolphins, Hollywoodbets Dolphin having a good victory, yes, very good victory yesterday. I think chasing a record score.
Yeah, it was indeed.
In the 50 over format, but yeah, we're going to have Monkuleko Mlaba purveying with a left arm spin with the wind at iconic Newlands Cricket Stadium.
Sweeps pulled out by Laura Goodall down to Courtney Gounden on that deep mid-wicket boundary, and they go through for a single. And it has been a very good Pro20 season so far, as you said, Peter, for World Sports Betting Western Province, and the getting a record score in their previous game for World Sports Betting Western Province in this format.
But of course, the T20 format, totally different. It's your big hitters, 50 overs, you've got more time, as we saw with Nora Wolfhard with her magnificent World Cup and the batters around her.
Slashed backward of point. It will go down to the boundary. I think it will, yes. Would have been a desperate attempt by Asaka Inyavani, but she can't get there. A little bit too short and too wide, and Tunnicliffe is able to pounce on that one.
Great shot, great wrists, nice and late. And so often you find batters tend to play with cocked wrists, they play with hard hands, and able to score with that type of delivery. Late, wristy 4.
Just trying to get her field sorted now, the fielder at cover. That's a better delivery, not giving it any width at all. Tickled down the leg side. Is that going to run away? As you were saying, Peter, the outfield is in fantastic condition. Doesn't quite make it to the boundary, but they'll come back for 2. So it's been another productive over so far for World Sports Betting Western Province. 7 off it. Mlaba yesterday was outstanding in the Pro 50. She came in for a little bit of punishment later in her spell, but her 1 for 30 in 10 was really the catalyst.
Shot. Again, nice and late. There will be 4 when she just tickled one down the leg side. Again, product of playing late with a nice control with the wrists. Difficult for the bowler when a batter like that employs different options. Not able to control the batter. And but still, from Slava, very nice control, and length was good. And WSB Western Province 47 for naught.
It's a good power play.
Has gone 5.
Yeah, 6 gone. So that's the power play, and a good power play for World Sports Betting Western Province. They'll be very happy with that after they struggled yesterday in the opening phases of the game. But this format is one in which they are the reigning champions. They've won the trophy 2 years in succession, and at the moment top of the log. 2 bonus point wins as well so far out of the 3 games. So they really are well suited to this format. They struggled a bit in the last 2 seasons in the 50 over format, but chatting a bit with Nicole de Klerk, who's injured at the moment, part of the Dolphins setup, and just saying how exciting it is that you've got 4 teams at the moment really in very good form in the Pro 50. Alexandra Candler is in to the attack, and it's good work by Gounden on the deep mid-wicket boundary.
Did you say Nadine de Klerk of the Dolphins?
No, Nicole de Klerk. So it's not related at all. She's one of their batters. She's injured at the moment, and she's down here with the team. Hopes to be back in action soon. Very good batter for them.
Just to show you the talent available. You mentioned de Klerk. Is it Nadine de Klerk who played for the,
yeah, Nadine.
For South Africa, she had some great shots, didn't she?
She
I really
did.
enjoyed watching her bat.
Fantastic.
Especially that innings against India in the first round-robin match. But, yeah, again, just the talent's so visible. And I'll never watch them train before the match. You know, you can see, you pick up a vibe.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good work from Goodall, just tickling it into the leg side where Nyuvani does the fielding. So you say that, Peter, and there's really this the player bowling at the moment, Alexandra Candler, a lady who is only 22 years old, played for SA Emerging. She was she represented her province when she grew up in Howick. Was it Howick High School?
Howick, yeah.
Captained the Howick High School boys team at the age of 17.
Howick, a very popular cricketing centre, and I know a lot of male players that have come from that area. Neil Johnson comes to mind. Family lived down there. In fact, my brother Gary's wife, family from Howick. I think I've got that right. So yeah, KwaZulu-Natal loaded with talent.
Yeah, absolutely lovely
Alexandra
area.
Candler coming in.
It's short. And that's Gounden not able to get across for that. That is well placed by Faye Tunnicliffe. Excellent shots, and that does bring up the 50 for World Sports Betting Western Province. 50 coming up off 6.4 overs, so 45 balls for the 50, and that is excellent from this opening pair, getting World Sports Betting Western Province off to exactly the start that they would have been looking for.
Projected total, I would imagine, would be somewhere in the region of 7 per 8 per over, 160, maybe more, 170.
That is through the fielder at backward point. She dived forward, Asake and Nyuvani, to try and take the catch. It was in the air for a while, but she's not able to effect the catch or the stop. And another boundary for Faye Tunnicliffe. And she is in outstanding form this season. 223 runs before this innings in just 3 innings, Peter.
Fantastic. Looks a superb player. Candler in again. And nice field placing, just a bit too straight. And the ball going straight to that fielder. And the run rate at 8.6, so we're on for about 180. But then again, as we know, in this type of format, Faye Tunnicliffe, anybody just going right through or going through at least to the 15th, 16th over, you can get to 200. So the way Faye Tunnicliffe is going, that's beautiful. And 37 she's on of 28 balls. Lara Goodall 14 of 16. And certainly the bowlers coming into the wind, as Eugene Molion joins me. Eugene will know all about bowling into the wind at Newlands. And during our days together as coach and player way back in the early 2000s, Eugene, lovely to be commentating with you. And have you got taller or I just got shorter?
Firstly, let me say good morning to you, Peter Kirsten. Man, I've looked up to and worked with and played under. It's been and good having you back in the commentary box, sir.
Yeah, it's great to be back, Eugene. I have been away for a while, out of the country, but been back a few, three months so, and getting back into watching schools cricket and, of course, the ladies' cricket. And here we are, the majestic Newlands.
Beautiful.
Lovely to be on the mic with you.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm more happy to see you sitting next to you, sir. I called you the original John T. Rhodes. I'll definitely keep that going. But I'm sure the players today are very happy with conditions. Yesterday was blustery, the wind, the Cape Doctor was out in full force yesterday.
Yeah, so you were here with the 50 over format?
No, it was all over.
Yeah, I was watching schools cricket. The boys, I think it was called the Switch 2020 competition. Some amazing talent there too.
Well, these two are going about their work so well for Western Province. And I think they complement each other so well. And I mean, Peter, we all know how good bowling partnerships are, but batting partnerships are also important here. And you've got the likes of Tunnicliffe that can hit the ball. She's got 37 of 28 deliveries. And then Laura Goodall just doing her job as well. 15 of 17. That is just giving them a good platform here.
It's a fantastic start. But anything can happen in this format, as you know. I think 2 quick wickets and brings the run rate down. And but that's the challenge. That's why I think T20 cricket has become so popular. It ebbs and flows.
Oh, that's a full toss, straight to mid-off. Yeah, you think you're on top for one instant, and then a couple of overs later, just a little bit of a bang bang, and then a couple of wickets go. You lose that all important momentum. I think in this format, momentum is such a big thing.
Yeah, that's a brilliant run out. You talk about John T. Rhodes. You never know. You know how games can change just like that. To a great throw from fine leg from the fielder.
Oh, a good shot like that. Beautiful. Straight as a die. It's gone all the way for Horns. 6 runs to Tunnicliffe.
Yeah, she's hitting beautifully straight, isn't she? I think I mentioned earlier that she'd had throwdowns with her head coach this morning as I was entering the stadium. I thought I'd just walk past the nets. How things have changed. But in our day, it used to be Castle Corner.
Yeah.
But these days, it's more like Cement Corner with all the with bricks and mortar. So I really feel for the players having to practice in such a confined space.
Stump driven again. Long off again, going to be in business here, just the one. Yeah, and numerous occasions, the likes of Jeremy Frederick, myself, and the Cape Fox. James King keeps talking about how that was, even the practice era has changed. I remember when coming here as a youngster, the nets were even going the other way, I think diagonally as well. And we stood behind it with the castle banners behind it, and the boys were running in, the likes of Jeffries when I was growing up, LaRue, hitting the side nettings very, very hard, let me tell you. Bit of the use of the feet that time from Laura Goodall. She can hit the ball as well.
Zintlamali bowling with the wind. Eugene, in your day, did you prefer bowling into the wind or with the wind at Newlands?
I mean, which bowler doesn't like bowling with the wind?
There we go.
Yeah, but I mean, the likes of Dawson, he loved bowling from the call it drive. What's the end? The further in again.
The Calvin Grove end.
Yes. He loved bowling from that end. He didn't mind the wind.
Another neat shot from Faye Tunnicliffe. She's really looking good and confident. Is she the top scorer in this format or in 50 over format too, I think?
Yeah, she's had an unbelievable season.
Fantastic.
That's Faye. But what I wanted to say was the work that the coaches do. I mean, I was witnessing their pre-season training when it was at RTS Belleville, and the amount of balls these batters hit from Western Province is unbelievable. Just the amount of volume that they do. I had a chat with Claire, the head coach, earlier.
Linton Phillips.
He's a batting coach as well. So the amount of balls they throw to the women is unbelievable. Yeah. And they really hit the ball so hard. So they're encouraging them to really play their shots. And I think maybe that is why they're so successful in this shorter format of the game.
I was watching them practice on Wednesday morning. I was just ambling. I live in close proximity to the stadium. So I thought I'd just pop in, and there they were practicing at about 11:30 a.m. They were very professional, and of course they didn't recognise me, so which is understandable because I'm an old codger now. But
bowling change, some left arm spin again. From the Calvin Grove end, Jade the Figueiredo.
Yeah.
Say.
And I just wish that I could bowl a few off spinners to the batters, but I would have been encroaching the boundaries of the net practice area. But it was great to see them practicing and keen, and as you mentioned, throwdowns from the coaches. Yeah, and they had 2 or 3 coaches there helping with the throwdowns and batting, and it was very professional.
I want to encourage you to bowl some spin to the men, though, in T20 format. That's a big hit. Is that going to go all the way? Oh, great effort. Super effort there, deep mid-wicket, but it's gone for horns again. Now Laura Goodall's trying to get in on the act.
Yeah, I think, again, we were discussing hitting with the wind. I think that just helped the ball go over that fielder's head and over the boundary. But WSB continue their great start to this match.
Yeah, and I was watching the first 6 overs, and one thing I will say about Hollywoodbets Dolphins, just in the way they were bowling and the field placement as well, it's almost like they were chasing the ball a little bit. So wherever the ball went, that's where they put a field, and that could be very troublesome for a captain. Oh, now the old reverse sweep, and that brought about the end of Laura Goodall.
There we go. The old reverse sweep. That's become a common shot these days, Eugene. Really no need for it, in my opinion, because the scoring rate is good. You're up to about, 8 per over. And but there we go. That's the adrenaline. 8.9 is the run rate. And the reverse sweep for her today proving her downfall. But a good knock nevertheless.
Yeah, it's one of those things I always say, look at the scoreboard and that will tell you all you need to know about your decision making and what shots to play. There, you just hit a very good shot as Delmarie Tucker comes to the middle. You've hit a good shot over deep mid-wicket. You got 6. Yes, I understand, and maybe this is the nature of the modern-day cricketers, male or female. They just want to go after it. It's almost like we don't want to say be too greedy.
But as we say, I think the adrenaline gets the better of batters a lot. I saw it yesterday at the Bishops tournament that I was watching, and a batter was going at 60 and well within the run rate, batting second. He did some great shots, and from nowhere, the reverse sweep comes into play. Delmarie Tucker now coming in and preparing herself to continue with this good run rate with Faye Tunnicliffe at the other end in control. She's got to go right through as far as she possibly can into the 9th over, 74 for 1.
Yeah, and they still got hitters to come. Danae van Niekerk, she's also still in, waiting to come. And just a word on that switch schools SA20. I mean, what a great platform it is for youngsters now to showcase their skills as well. It's not an area where you're going to develop your game. It's where you're going to be tested. Your skills are going to be tested as batters, bowlers, and fielders. A little bit of a ram shot that's running away here. The ball trying to get to the boundary. It's well stopped. 2 runs added. And that's going to bring about the end of the 9th over.
Anyway, Delmarie Tucker off the mark. A nice over from De Figueiredo at what's that? 1 over for 9, 1 wicket. Yeah, 1 wicket for 9.
Probably going to ask you, Peter, as well, just on that T20. These are T20 format. Back then, when you were playing, who were the boys that probably would have loved T20 cricket?
Well, I immediately think of Adrian Caper.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. Lots of players. Lloyd Ferreira would have been. I would have loved it. And a lot of players would fit it in well with the format. I think of Ryan Tenashadi.
Yeah.
Ryan is now, I think, assistant coach of India. Yeah. He's done really well. Of course, through the Western Province Academy in those days, early 2000s, he went and got a contract with Essex. Never looked back. Graham Gooch came out here with his Essex squad for a pre-season tour of the Western Cape, like a lot of counties did in those days. I don't know if they're still doing it. But if I was in charge of a county setup, I would come to the Western Cape, no problem, or Natal or South Africa, because it's weather's good and it's great preparation for your season back in England.
Change of bowling here at the Wynberg end. Shangazi into the attack, more spin, and we see a lot more spin incorporated in this format as well.
And when I think of the bowlers, I think of Mark de Stadler.
Yeah.
We were chatting about him earlier. Yourself, bowling at the death. I think, with that slinger action. LaRue would have done well. Oh, loads of, but I dare say a lot of the ladies are playing in the UK as well now.
Just worked on the onside by Tucker. Will just be the one. She's realized that she just needs to keep the scoreboard ticking along. Dot balls it's not your friend in this format, especially when you lose a wicket. You've got to find a way just to get the scoreboard moving positively.
Nondamisa Shangazi, another nice off spinner. Spinners have come a long way in the 2020 format, haven't they? When it first came into being, I thought the spinners have got no price.
Yeah.
But they have huge effect on any game. Different flight, spin, condition of the pitch, pressure. That's great fielding.
Oh, that's super work. Super work. Getting across very well there. It's the captain herself. It's Marley that just made the yards to the left.
Shot.
Yeah, it's worked well. You talk about spinners and the guile that they bring to the game as well. What amazed me, especially in the last probably sort of 12 to 18 months, is the batting side of it against spin. Is that before people used to say, you got to use your feet, get to the pitch, get out. Now they just stay in the crease, they get a strong base, and they're clearing the ropes with consummate ease now.
Yeah, power. We did. I don't know if the ladies do gym work.
Oh, they do, yeah.
I remember doing the Western Province Academy. Did you do some gym work?
Yeah.
Did I make you do gym work?
You always did. You always did.
It's a power game. It's become a power game. The amount of sixes you're seeing and some of the ridiculously crazy shots, the reverse sweep, the dill scoop, they call it, that goes for 6 these days. My word, the different types of shots. But it's always getting back to the basics.
Yeah.
I'm a bit old-fashioned in those ways, but and that's why I'm enjoying the Faye Tunnicliffe innings so far, and just watching Laura Wolfhard bat with composure. I thought it was a brilliant exhibition. If I go back to Laura Wolfhard, I so thoroughly enjoyed watching her bat in the recent World Cup. To be honest, I haven't seen her play much except for the World Cup. Composure, great technique, basics, wristy, and thinking smart.
Another ramp played by Tucker. This will probably be another couple. Tunnicliffe trying to run hard to try and get back for 3, but it will just be the 2.
Did you call that the ramp shot? The ramp, that's another type of shot. The ramp shot.
The ramp. Just guided down.
That's
scoop.
it.
Well, anything to get it down there. There's no fielders there. Now they're going to make a change. Now we see mid-wicket coming here to 45 on the leg side. Short fine leg. Just to stop that. Now he can play the ball in front of square. A little bit of ease. So just manipulating the field a little bit here is Tucker.
Shot.
And that is a prime example. Fielder was in mid-wicket, closed that gap. She's moved to fine leg. Open that up. 2 more runs. That's brilliant batting.
Rotate the struck. She's doing it well.
Oh, and this one goes through the bowler, and it's going to go to the boundary. She won't be happy with that.
No, that was a bad misfield, my word. You know, as a bowler, Eugene, if you bowl a good ball, which that was, it went straight back to her, and it just went straight through her hands for 4. So she's going to have to bring back that boundary somehow. How on earth did she must feel that with that one?
You normally look at the other field and say, oh, why you missed it. You can't look at yourself in the mirror out there.
Another good shot. I think what's impressed me a lot is the fact that batters like Delmarie Tucker, the middle order, good start. You've got to keep rotating that strike, don't you? Very seldom these days you see a batter facing 3-dot balls. Or you haven't got time because of the pressure. Keep rotating the strike, and that's been a big aspect of 2020 cricket that I've seen over the years. Some do it better than others. You know, some panic and get out.
Well, how glorious shot is that? How good a shot is that? And that's going to bring up a 50. Faye Tunnicliffe, what an inning so far. 52 of 38 deliveries with a glorious shot over extra cover.
That was indeed just a beautiful wristy shot. And she picked that. That's not an easy shot to play. You make a little bit of room, and it's a type of golf shot when I play golf. You know, you tend to hit it skew instead of straight.
I thought you were going to say cultured fade.
But it was a lovely shot. A great feeling for a batter. And another superb boundary from Faye Tunnicliffe. That's a good over for the WSB Western Province side, and takes the pressure off. Rotating the strike. 93 for 1.
Well, a third score of 50 or more. A third consecutive 50, I should say, or more. And the score so far reads 49, 110 not out, 64, and now this 50.
Maru, that is some form.
Oh,
some form.
What numbers?
Well played. Yeah. Momentum. Keep that momentum going. Confidence. Here we go. It's Mhlaba again to come and pivot off spinners.
Well, Tucker has come in and she has really manipulated the ball around this ground. She's played some deft touches, now going to the old reverse, just around the corner, using the pace. That is what I like, using the pace of the ball and just guiding that to the vacant third man for another boundary.
Yeah, boundaries coming frequently. 8.5 is the run rate.
And
partnership, 23 runs, great little partnership.
And there again, Peter, now they're trying to stop that gap, and that's going to open another gap somewhere else. That's in the air. Fielder's coming there. Now she takes it, going for the sweep, probably getting it on the top edge. And that ball went all the way to deep backward square. And that's the second wicket gone for World Sports Betting Western Province women.
Yeah, that's a great wicket for Nondamisa Shangazi. I think been under a bit of pressure. Just as we were talking about, the game can change. The key here is Faye Tunnicliffe. That's a good catch running in. And it's blustering out there. Good control, great catch. Great breakthrough for the Hollywoodbets Dolphins.
Yeah, it is a much needed breakthrough for them, as it is Danae Fanika, a woman that has got bags of experience. I spoke to her earlier as well, and you can just see the hunger she has to get back to her former best as well. She's got a good knock yesterday, and she want to continue that today.
Danae Fanika, what a great history for South Africa and of course for Western Province. I think Player of the Year in 2017 and 2022.
Yeah, that's right.
I think she's captained the South African side as well.
She has.
And did she make herself unavailable a few years back? Or
no, I think she went and she went out away from the international game, and then she's made a comeback and announced that she wants to get back again. She, as I said, she found that hunger, and I like that. I think we need this in our domestic game first and foremost, and to help the others to get to a level that if you do get the call up, you know what it takes to play. And again, yourself, when you came back from isolation, went to India, and it was probably very strange times, but it was good times because you knew the platforms and environments would change. In the positives.
Yeah, all players go through different phases, how you come back. As you say, the hunger. And her experience, so good for any side, you know. And at age 33, 34, 35, you keep yourself fit, you can add a huge amount of value to any team.
Oh, this is coming here too long off. Oh, it's dropped. Oh, that was the big wicket of Faye Tunnicliffe if she held on to that catch. That was Kau here, just below us. That came straight to her. That's unfortunate. Just got to put that behind her, though. Could have been 2 wickets in the over for Sangaze. They've got to find a way just to stem this run flow. Score reads Red Balloons, 99 for 2. That's what Peter Kirsten was talking about. The scoreboard keeps going on. That brings up the 100 for the World Sports Betting. Western Province women. 100 coming off exactly 12 overs. And again, what a platform. 8 wickets still in hand. And some of the crowd has come in. It is a double-header weekend. The men's will be playing later on at 1:30. And if you're down, why not come down to World Sports Betting Newlands. Yeah, you on camera, fella. It's going to be a bowling change as Kau comes on from the Calvin Grove end. And can she find a way to stem this run flow? 8.3 is the run rate achieved at this stage, and if they continue that, it will be in excess of 160.
Yeah, that was a lucky break for Faye Tunnicliffe. And pressure, we spoke about pressure. But not that she was under pressure, but you play, sometimes you play careless shots, and that's the type of luck you need. But she's in great form, and it's Ishile Kau coming in.
Yeah, and you spoke about Laura Wolford, and that just shows her sort of development and growth in the game, and just her composure that she showed. And once she gets 50, she just goes on. She wants to get another big one, and that has been ingrained, and that comes through hard work, not giving it away, resetting yourself. So often you see youngsters that get to 50, and then immediately after that, they get out. Down the leg side will be called wide. Have you seen the new wide rule?
No, I haven't.
They're not playing it here in the women's game. It's just in the men's game. It's just being sort of trialled, I'm told.
Making it more difficult for the bowler.
I think they're trying to help out the bowlers.
Okay.
Oh, that's pulled away. Oh, that. It's going to need some stopping. Oh, brilliantly done. Firstly, covering the ground.
It's good fielding, great fielding. I must say, I've always felt sorry for you medium-fast bowlers. Eugene, you come in 3 times a week practicing, maybe more, and come the match, you get a tough wind to bowl against, and you've got to be on the dot. You've got to, anything slightly down the leg side, go back and try again.
That's 100%, and that's why they tried to bring in this law that if it were to hit you where you were standing before and it goes down the leg side, and then umpires can deem that as being a good ball. I think it's just going to confuse matters, I think.
Let's have a little bit of empathy for the fast bowlers. I mean, you know, it's especially in hot conditions, windy conditions, it's easier for the batter. You just got to run a few meters. Hit 4s and 6s.
Oh, this is going to beat fine leg. Just around the corner. And that's the first boundary for Danae van Niekerk. Just as you say, just stand there. Get the ball going down the leg side. Just help it on its way for 4.
Can't fetch the ball. Fetch the ball, Eugene. Try come up. Oh, long run again. Well, that was another nice boundary. Danae van Niekerk. Just slightly down the leg side. The young bowler, Ashley Kau, into the wind, medium pace.
Oh, what a shot that is. Helped on its way. Will just be one bounce full. Back-to-back papers for Danae Fanika.
Wow, what a fantastic player to come in at number 4. Played for South Africa. Yeah, you were talking earlier about making yourself unavailable, then making the comeback. And you go through phases where you maybe lose a bit of motivation. You lose a bit of fitness. You pick up an injury or 3. And you start questioning why am I doing this, you know? So it's great to see her back, hungry, as you said.
Oh, that's cut away. Oh, this is going to be 3 boundaries in a row. 3 fours to end this over number 13.
I was reading through her stats over the last few days, and highly impressive. And you know, you wonder why she made that decision. But yeah, she is, and 3 fours in a row. That's clearly she's been practicing well again. I saw them at practice on Wednesday, as I've mentioned earlier, and just adds tremendous value to the squad. So I'm not surprised to see WSB province having such a good record of late. And of course the Dolphins, the Hollywoodbets Dolphins, are also having a pretty good season. A great win yesterday in the 50-over format. And no, South African ladies cricket in great fettle.
Shankar said to continue. Yeah, just 2 points from my side on that. In the men's game, you saw Quinton de Kock coming back into our national side, and then you talk about that, is it the right decision, isn't it? And then he got 100, and that will help that decision making, saying it was the right decision to come back. The other thing is, in the women's game, I think with the Protea woman doing so well, big hit onto the onside. Well, that's comfortably done. The deep mid-wicket boundary, just for 1. It always helps if your national team does well. And everybody see that, and they've got that hunger to probably elevate themselves to getting selection. And that is why I think putting in the performances in, we always say you're 1 or 2 innings away from potentially playing.
Yeah. Must be a great experience for teams like Hollywoodbets Dolphins and other teams around the country to come play here at Newlands, and vice versa, but certainly at this iconic stadium. Beautiful outfield, great shot by Faye Tunnicliffe. And
I think it's more the IFAB that love coming here. It's a lot of rain in summer up there in Pretoria, Johannesburg.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes in Durban as well.
The snake pit in Durban. Very humid in Durban. My word, I struggle with the humidity. Shot. Rotating strike.
And this is exactly what you made the point before. Your number 3 and 4 immediately coming in, getting the scoreboard moving. Danae is going at almost close to 200 strike rate.
Well, this is just confidence in her technique and experience, and been able to handle pressure, keep it going for Faye Tunnicliffe.
Oh no, just
another
feeling that, yeah, and they come back for 2. Well, that ends over number 14, and we're going to give Peter a little bit of a break. Good having you here, Peter.
I'll see you later, Eugene.
I'll definitely see
you. Don't run
away.
James, your turn.
There's the fixtures for our Protea women's side, and they will be up against the Ireland team, and that starts on December the 5th, right here at World Sports Betting Newlands. That starts at 6 o'clock, T20 series, of course. And then they go down the road to Boland Park. 2 o'clock start on the 7th of December, and then ending that off on December the 10th at Willamore Park at 6 o'clock. A very good day, a very good morning, I should say. Early start for us as per normal. Mr. Cape Fox, James King.
Yes, there's an early start. Fox is normally out foraging quite early, so we should be fine from that point of view. Alex Candler back into the attack, and first over, not what she would have wanted, going for 10, but World Sports Betting Western Province with these two at the crease, Van Niekerk and Tunnicliffe, looking to accelerate even more. Been brilliant since Van Niekerk has come in, Eugene.
Well, just as you say, she runs down the wicket and plays a big swing, but no, she's been positive. She's come in. She's identified the good position that Western Province are in, and she would just want to build and keep building on that with Faye Tunnicliffe. 17 of 10.
Yeah, those three successive boundaries off Sihle Kawu, really propelling her innings.
Oh, there's the experience. That is experience, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. She did that so well yesterday in that innings of 81. And it was something that saved Western Province, got them to what they would have felt was a defendable total of 241, and ended up, though, not managing to restrict the Dolphins, who got a record chase here at World Sports Betting Newlands of 242. Down the leg side, just I think on the pad, it's good running as Van Niekerk calls her through, and will be a leg by. So good start to the over from Candler, just the 2 runs off it so far. World Sports Betting Western Province been in very good batting form this season, in the Pro20 particularly.
I'm not surprised. As I said, I saw them in the off-season. Just the amount of volume of balls that they were hitting and how they were hitting them. And how they were encouraged by the coaches to get in that strong position. And I, for one, am not surprised from what I've seen from a batting perspective with this Western Province team. And it just shows Faye Tunnicliffe. I mean, you told me the numbers earlier. I mean, that is just very, very quality stuff.
A hit down the ground, one bounce for another outstanding shot from Faye Tunnicliffe. And she is, as Eugene has just said, he has been hitting a lot in that off-season, and she went for a hit this morning. I saw her, she was padded up, walking to the nets. Peter said as he came in, he saw her in the nets there, and just the clean ball striking that she's been able to have this season's been incredible. To give you an indication of how dominant she's been, the last season she was the joint top run scorer with 219 runs. After 3 innings, she already got 223 runs.
Oh, good stop. That's a great stop, because that was going all the way to the boundary or even the perimeter wall here, because that was hit so hard. And what I like is just the strong position she get into for all playing her shots. I mean, what can we expect here? 5 overs to go. What a platform this is. 130 for 2.
Well, the record score in a Pro20 match at Newlands was managed to get that earlier this season against the Titans, 181 for 2. As we look at the fixtures for the Island women, inbound fixtures in the ODI series, and the games at Buffalo Park, Daffabet St George's, and at the DP World Wanderers, as our women take on Ireland there in that ODI and the T20 series. And as, it's going to be Nondamiso Shangase in the underneath the shadow of Devil's Peak and Table Mountain. It's going to bowl her last over, and she's been impressive, in fact, in this match so far. And having said that, that's in the air, could be taken, and isn't, unfortunately. That's Jade de Figueiredo out on the boundary, and she is furious with herself. Looked like she was reasonably well set to take it, but not quite in the position in the end, Eugene.
Oh, she put in a great effort. Not quite sure whether she got her hand to it. She threw herself at it, and then maybe just going through. 4 more to Danae. Started this over well.
Behind square on the leg side, will go down to the boundary for 4. Back-to-back boundaries for Danae Van Niekerk. And if they carry on like this, Eugene, that 181 for 4, will be eclipsed in this innings.
He's just got to look at where she goes way outside off stump to try and play it a little bit more behind square. Excellent skill shown here by Danae van Niekerk. She's putting her foot down here.
Well bowled by Shangase. That will go through for the single. She did up until the beginning of this over. Those numbers for her were looking outstanding. And hadn't conceded a boundary in her innings, in her effort so far. Sorry, just one boundary in her effort so far. That one that just before she got the wicket of Delmi Tucker.
Well, how's the running here? They're trying to get there, but will just be one. In, what did you say, 180?
180 should be the minimum they're looking at from here.
181
for 4, highest score. Yeah, and
surely you'd be
earlier this season against the Titans.
You'd be setting your sights, surely.
You would be.
And if I recall, I think it was Faye Tunnicliffe that batted well that day.
Yeah.
She was hitting the ball to all parts here at Newlands.
110 not out in that particular innings. Outstanding stuff from her.
Oh, big hit. Big hit. James King. That is as clean as a whistle, that one.
Oh, she's picked that up beautifully from outside the off stump once again and launched it in towards the Oaks. And Danae van Niekerk, what an innings she's playing here. 200 strike rate, 34 of 17. I think that's her second maximum.
Well, there are the top run scorers. Faye Tunnicliffe sitting top of the pops. That's before today.
Yeah, that's before today, yes. So heading up to nearly that 300 mark. And just on Faye Tunnicliffe, Mignon de Priya playing today as well for Northwest. There's also Leo playing for the Badgers today as well. Leander Nzuza had a good knock here against the Western Province, and then Nadeem Moodley as well for Garden Route Badgers, who won their match yesterday in the Pro 50 to go top of the log in the Pro 50 after 4 games and 3 wins for them, and another bonus point win yesterday. As we see Nonkululeko Mlaba coming into the attack. She will bowl 2, I think, of the last 4 overs.
Yeah.
And it'd be interesting to see how Faye Tunnicliffe is going to deal with this. She's got the wind behind her.
Just a word on the Garden Route Badgers there. They're having a good season with new coach on board as well.
Yeah.
And they've really started the season exceptionally well.
Yeah. They have. No, they've, unfortunately, in the 20 over games, they haven't yet got a win on the board, but in the Pro 50, they've got 3 wins out of their 4 games now.
Well, if I'm them, I wouldn't change that formula. Yeah.
No.
We like the T20 format, don't get us wrong, but if you can really get yourself going well in the 50 over competition, that will serve you well going forward.
Brings out the reverse, and it doesn't manage to make good contact. Danae van Niekerk, excellent over so far from Nonkululeko Mlaba, as we call her lefty, as her nickname.
She bowls left arm?
She does bowl left arm, that's why they call her lefty, I think. A glorious shot from Danae van Niekerk over extra cover, gave herself some room outside the leg stump, and beautifully played, Eugene.
Well, you know what I'm going to say. No matter what format it is, no matter who plays, if you can hit the ball as well as Danae van Niekerk and Faye Tunnicliffe in front of square, just continue on. That she played up and over.
Yep.
Glorious shot, another boundary. Oh, it's raining boundaries here.
Oh, the last 50 coming off 4 overs and 4 balls. So it's been outstanding. In the air this time, just to the right of the fielder. I think that's it's Zintley Marley, the captain, who puts in a desperate effort and can't quite get a hand on it. Goes down once again to the boundary for 4. Danae van Niekerk is showing us her full repertoire of shots here.
Well, again, deciding to go through the offside, and they still get the power to hit it through the offside like that. Now the sweep's on. Well, work to be done. And work is done. Oh, it's just going to be one. Maybe we can understand that. Fatigue kicking in as well. But look at those numbers there. Faye Tunnicliffe, 66 or 50. She's been in from ball one. And then Danae van Niekerk, 43 of 22 deliveries. A tick under 200.
It really
Strike rate.
Has been brilliant, hasn't it? It's been a joy to watch from a batting point of view. It's been a batting masterclass from both Faye Tunnicliffe and Danae van Niekerk. And van Niekerk, after that 81 yesterday, now 43 not out. And just to give you an indication, 2 seasons ago, Faye Tunnicliffe was one of the leading run scorers as well in the Hollywoodbets, or what it was those days, the 20 over competition. 341 runs for her in the season in 10 games. I mean, she's now already, if you're looking at her runs now, on 289 runs in just her 4th innings in this format of the competition. So, absolutely brilliant form that she's in.
Yeah, and as I say to batters when it goes like that, keep riding that wave as long as you possibly can. And she's certainly trying to do that.
Danae van Niekerk kept strike at the end of that over. And she's facing Ayanda Hlubi, who'll bowl her last over from the Weinberg end, bowled her other 3 from the Kelvin Grove end.
Yeah, I saw a bowl early on. Very nice rhythmical run up. It's got this U-turn as well as she comes in to bowl.
That's a good start from Ayanda Hlubi. And Dot's very precious at this stage.
I was trying to work out who will it be. Would it be a Morkel or would it be a Mark Wood when she makes a turn to run into bowl?
She's more of a Mark Wood, definitely.
Yeah.
You look at the way she runs in.
Oh.
And I do like that little turn that she has.
She's also got good feet to stop that one.
Very good. That must have hurt. As I was looking for that one coming down past the umpire. And another dot ball. So 156 for 2. There's 16 balls left in the innings. And World Sports Betting Western Province will be looking at that 180 mark, I'm sure, as a target. 9 and over will be difficult to chase. Pulled it, but not quite where she wanted it, down to Asamkele Kawe in front of us here at long off, just for the single. Yeah. Faye Tunnicliffe is on strike now. Looking at the career numbers in terms of T20 cricket, women's T20 cricket in South Africa since the inception of women's T20 cricket, 2nd highest run scorer after Tasman Brits.
And both those batters find themselves at the top order.
They do.
Right on top. Oh, this has been a good over. 2 dots, 2 singles. Well, the 180s, it's still on.
Well, as you always say, though, Eugene, can she end it well? That's the thing. 14 balls left.
There you go. There you go. You've just gone and done it already, Kate Fox.
Pulled into the leg side. Should just be 1. Not going to take 2 to Alex Candler.
And this is now where I say, just see this over out.
Yeah.
3 singles. You've bowled a very good over.
Pummeled back past her just for the single. So an excellent over from Ayanda Hlubi to finish off. She goes for just 26 in her 4, and in the context of the game we've had today, that is outstanding bowling. 0 for 26 and 4, just the 4 off that. And it's a 160 for the loss of 2 going into the final 2 overs. As we look at the leading wicket takers in the Hollywoodbets Pro20, this is before today's matches. Zintle Kula, who's been bowling brilliantly, the captain there for the Garden Route Badgers. 8 wickets for her. Ntozaki Ratsibe of the Lions, who sort of equal on 14 points with World Sports Betting Western Province. Then Angel Mgwenya, the newcomer for the Titans, doing very well in that match against the Northwest Dragons last season on last weekend on 5. So some really good bowling so far in the competition. It's Nonkululeko Mlaba of her last over. Right into the leg side region, and that will be cut off, will it? Yes, it is. That's excellent work. It's Courtney Gounden down there, and she prevents 2 extra runs in cutting that one off. So good fielding, and she has been excellent. She was the fielder who cut off that powerful shot down through square from Dane van Niekerk a couple of overs ago. Stopped a certain boundary.
Do you know the interesting thing about those figures he brought up there? Not one of those bowlers have gone for more than 6 runs to the over.
Yeah, there we go.
And in T20, I mean, that is just exceptional.
And you do get in this format of the game, in the ladies competition, you can get figures like that. It's into the gap there, is it? And they'll turn for 2. Good running by Van Niekerk and Tunnicliffe once again. So 4 off the first 3 deliveries without a boundary. Tunnicliffe into the 70s.
Well, these two have really put on something special with bat in hand.
Into the gap this time. I don't think Gownden's going to stop that. She doesn't. And that is a 4. Takes the score now into to 168. She found the gap beautifully, did Faye Tunnicliffe on that occasion, Eugene. And so 10 off the over, looking a distinct possibility now.
Well, more than likely, yeah. They're trying to get there. But this partnership grows to 72 in absolutely no time. Rate achieved 9 to the over. 1 ball to go of the 19th.
Well, it came together at, on the 3rd ball of the 12th over. Should be maybe 2. No, it's just going to be the single. So 10 off the over. Another good one for World Sports Betting Western Province. And Nkululeko Mlaba has gone for 8 and over in her 4. 170 for the loss of 2 going into the final over.
And this is what I spoke to Claire, the head coach. The head coach of World Sports Betting Western Province. They are the standings in the Pro20, Hollywoodbets Pro20 standings, and Western Province sitting top of the pops with 3 out of 3. But look at that net run rate. Very impressive as well. The DP World Lions, they find themselves second, also on 14, but it is their net run rate just below. And then it is the Hollywoodbets Dolphins just losing 1. I mean, those top 3 looking very, very good in those positions. The Dragons, they're in 4th position there as well. But this is what I said. I think the performances of the women's game has been elevated. They are really impressing me, and I think they're impressing others, just about the way they're playing the game, the amount of boundaries they hit, how well they bowl, how well they field. Yeah. It's just been great.
Delicately scooped from in front of middle stump by Dane van Niekerk down to the boundary for 4. That is outstanding, Eugene. Innovation.
Just using the pace, and that brings up a glorious 50 for Dane van Niekerk. She came out very positively today. She showed great intent, and she is just continuing on. And yeah, fair kudos to you. I think she's enjoyed this knock a little bit more. Smiles all around there.
Yeah, yesterday she batted exceptionally well, but it was in a cause where she had to make sure that she stayed at the wicket. And this one has just been able to show her full array of shots. Just the one, as Shangase gets to that one quickly.
Oh, how many balls left? 4.
4 balls left.
What's the top score? You said
181. 181 for 4. Scored earlier this season against the Titans here at Newlands. It will be the highest score then at Newlands if they eclipse that. And that looks like they are going to equal it with that shot. Indeed they do. That is a massive maximum from Faye Tunnicliffe. Wow, in the slot that one, and it is out of the park. Eugene, what hitting?
Let me tell you, two things to admire here. The strong base, and look at this bat flow. Boom, straight, all the way. Oh, carried all the way into the cheap seats there. Glorious shot.
Yeah, would have been a 6 on any ground, that you feel. And now they're just trying to recover the ball. And this has been a masterclass from these two in how to construct and T20 innings. Just the power on display here. And you have to say, you were talking about the evolution of the women's game, and we're seeing that this season so much in terms of how this, particularly this Western Province team from a batting point of view, have approached this game. I mean, we've seen it for a couple of years in terms of players like Gemma Buerta coming through as a pinch hitter at the top of the order, looking to hit that ball, and she can hit the ball really hard as well. Kayla Reinecker, another power hitter. And those are just two youngsters. You've got batters here like Laura Goodall, Faye Tunnicliffe, Danae van Niekerk, Delmi Tucker as well came in and played a gem today. And it's been just outstanding from the Western Province team.
Yeah, no, that's been very good. Like I said, I saw them in their pre-season, the amount of balls they hit. I've said it numerous times already. But here you can see it in a game format where they just stand and hit through the line, especially Faye Tunnicliffe. And I saw glimpses of her innings when they played the Titans here as well. And it's something similar. And she's certainly going in that vein as well. But how good it is that Danae van Niekerk as well on the other end has been going well.
Wonderful to have Danae at the other end for Faye. That is in the air. It should be taken. No, is it going to be?
Oh!
Yes. What a catch that is. That is brilliant. Incredible catch from Nondamiso Shangase coming in from her position to long on. Well, you're not going to see a better catch than that in women's cricket. It is absolutely outstanding.
Well, in any cricket, James, in any cricket. The amount of ground she covered here. The ball was in the air for a very long time. Not getting all of it this time. But look at the ground covered by Shangase, and then just putting those long arms out there and taking it with the left hand. But what an innings by Faye Tunnicliffe. 83 or 58 balls. That was brilliant stuff. She's been in there from ball one, and again has given Western Province an unbelievable platform. And here they're just, what is it, 1 wicket, 1 ball away, or 2 balls away from this innings. And that has been really a good knock from her.
Wow, what a catch. You were saying it earlier on, Eugene, and just talking to everything we're saying about the evolution of women's cricket, and you want your Proteas to stand up, don't you? And here, just seeing Nondamiso Shangase here standing up proudly, taking that catch. What an incredible effort. And she looked like she was dead and buried with that one, and that's an absolute specky.
It's up there. That was a great catch. That was a great catch, just with the amount of ground covered. Now then, 2 balls to go in this innings.
Yandiswa Mangala, she does exactly what she's been asked to do. And is she going to go through for the second? Yes, she is. So a bit of a misfield from Asamkele Kawu. And it looks like Danae van Niekerk may well finish here with a red inker, 51 of 29. She is. Good firm shot from Yandiswa Mangala there, and takes World Sports Betting Western Province to a record total here in T20 competitions at Newlands. Oh, that's well played. It's a poor delivery from Zinhle Mali to finish, and Mangala, she guides it down to wide fine leg for 4, and World Sports Betting Western Province have ended on 187 for the loss of 3. What an outstanding effort from them.
Yeah, they were given the platform by Faye Tunnicliffe and Laura Goodall. They batted nicely together. And then it just kept going on, and then Danae van Niekerk gave a little bit of impetus as well into this innings, scoring at almost 200, 51 of 29 deliveries. She really batted nicely and sort of complemented Faith Tunnicliffe exceptionally well, and they got them up to that record score of 187 for 3. Brilliant stuff from the home side, and now they just got to finish off with the ball to turn things around from what happened yesterday. There you can see it, 83 or 59 for Faith Tunnicliffe, 22 from 21 for Laura Goodall. She played a part as well. Tucker manipulated the ball nicely around. She got 17 of 11, and then Danae Vernick, 51 of 29 deliveries. And then Mangere, she only getting the 6 of 2. Those are the bowling figures, James.
Yeah, nothing really much to talk about. Probably the standout there for me, Nondamiso Shangase 1 for 33 and Ayanda Khlubi 1 for 26. But for the rest, it was a difficult day at the office for the Hollywoodbets Dolphins ladies. And we'll be taking a bit of a break now. For the next, we'll be back with you in about 10 to 15 minutes for the chase from the Hollywoodbets Dolphins ladies.
The wait is over and the teams are ready. T20 Challenge is back.
Sun is shining and I feel so good.
Come show us your moves from anywhere in South Africa.
'Cause it's a good day for it, a good day for it.
Meet the stars, feel the vibe, and experience the thrill.
That's huge. That is out of the park.
Support your favorite team in your favorite city.
Brilliant catch.
Bring your energy, bring your passion. Hashtag bring on your moves.
Golden.
I play for the Hollywoodbets Dolphins.
From the DP World Lions,
Dolphin Warriors.
Gold Rush Boland, World Sports Betting, Western Province,
The Mutiram Tuskers.
Northwest Dragons.
The Momentum Multiplier Titans.
Get your tickets for the T20 Challenge now and be there for the action. Hashtag bring on your moves. Woza nawe. The wait is over and the teams are ready. T20 Challenge is back.
Sun is shining and I feel so good.
Come show us your moves from anywhere in South Africa.
'Cause it's a good day for it, a good day for it.
Meet the stars, feel the vibe, and experience the thrill.
That's huge. That is out of the park.
Support your favorite team in your favorite city.
Brilliant catch.
Bring your energy, bring your passion. Hashtag bring on your moves.
Golden.
Now play for the Hollywoodbets Dolphins.
From the DP World Lions,
Dolphinbet Warriors.
Gold Rush Boland, World Sports Betting, Western Province, and
The Mutiram Tuskers.
Northwest Dragons.
The Momentum Multiplier Titans.
Get your tickets for the T20 Challenge now and be there for the action. Hashtag bring on your moves. Woza nawe.
Okay, there we go. So welcome back to World Sports Betting Newlands, as it is the batters for the Hollywoodbets Dolphins. It's Alexandra Candler and Courtney Gounden making their way out into the middle, as is the Western Province women's team. And the umpires Wilma Jones and Brent Pitt out there in the middle. And as the stadium announcer has just announced to us here, you're with me, James King, and with me, Peter Kirsten. Peter, South Africa winning the test match in Kolkata by 30 runs.
James, that's a famous result, and the Indian cricket need to learn and not be as arrogant as they have been showing. The type of pitch they produced, I think they underestimated the magnificent spin attack of Simon Harmer, Maharaj, and of course all the other Marco Jansen, all the other South African bowlers. That's a tremendous. Temba Bavuma getting a beautiful 50 not out. And that is fantastic news. So congratulations to the Proteas men's side.
Yeah, and fittingly for us here at World Sports Betting World Sports Betting Newlands today, we have the Mace down here. The World Test Championship Mace is here today on its Mace tour. So if you are down here and you want to come down, there's a men's game on later on this afternoon, 1:30 this afternoon, in the T20 Challenge, Western Province men up against the Dolphins men. But right now we're going to be watching the captain of Western Province, Leah Jones, opening the bowling to Alexandra Candler. And they've got a mountain to climb here. Have the Dolphins a record score at Newlands in women's T20 cricket, 187. She starts well, does Candler, taking that one from outside the off stump or line of off stump down to the backward square boundary for 4. Excellent start for the Hollywoodbets Dolphins.
Yeah, well put. World Test Champions. Doesn't that sound fantastic? The Mason Show. Come to Newlands, the iconic Newlands Stadium, folks. Get away from the beach, get out of the wind, come to this stadium and watch some fantastic cricket. And it's Alexandra Candler who's just struck a 4. First ball of the innings. It's a big score to reach for the Hollywoodbets Dolphins.
It's better line this time from Jones, just out into the offside. So just to reiterate that, 187 for 3 is the highest T20 score here at Newlands by a women's team in the domestic T20 competition. And they have eclipsed their 181 for 4 they scored earlier in the season against the Titans, have the Western Province women. So outstanding batting from them.
Leah Jones just coming into the wind. Did you say captain of the Western?
Yes, you're captain of the team.
And what a fantastic batting performance by WSB Western Province women's side. Faye Tunnicliffe in fine form, just beautiful to watch. I don't think she wasn't in the recent World Cup.
No, Faye not in the recent World Cup. She did have she has played for South Africa before. She was at the T20 World Cup in. It's well played down the leg side. I think it's too much work for Verzi. Yes, she's not going to get there. And another boundary for Candler. Starting off well here are the Dolphins. And just to reiterate that, she played for South Africa in 2018 as a wicket keeper and went to the T20 World Cup. And she's played 10 T20 internationals and 3 ODIs for South Africa. And she's been in outstanding form, particularly in this format of the game. I think there are many of us here in the Western Cape that are hoping that she will get a call-up for that squad against Ireland. It's in the air, just short of Kayla Reinecker at extra cover. leading edge as Kanda was looking to probably just turn that one a little bit too square into the leg side.
Wow, I've seen some amazing ability today, and of course Danae van Niekerk with a beautiful 50-yard not out. Really got this, rotated the strike, and it's amazing the talent available that's not even been playing in the South African ladies side, women's side, so that's good news for South African women's cricket.
Certainly is very good news, Peter, as you say, and this lady at bat at the moment, Alexandra Candler, just 22 years of age, and has been playing representative cricket both with the KZN Inland, or as we know them as the Tuskers, and for the Dolphins since she actually made her, I'd say when her debut was. I've actually got that information here. Alexandra Candler made her debut when she was playing for the Inland team in 2017-18, and when she was just 14 years old, and was played schools cricket or under 19 cricket for 5 consecutive years for the Tuskers or the Inland schools team. So an outstanding talent, both but mostly with the bat, but also with the ball. As we see another talent, Delmarie Tucker, also Proteas player. And she's opening the bowling from the Weinberg end. Doesn't get all of that full toss. That's Courtney Gounden. It's tidied up by Laura Goodall.
A plethora of spinners in this particular match.
Yeah.
Of course, the Hollywoodbets Dolphins had a few very good spinners, as has the West Province side. And off the back foot, that's a beautiful shot. Just backward of square, backward of point. Good chase for the fielder. Beautiful outfield, quick. So to cut off anything that it's going to the boundary, that's great fielding. So nice little start for the Dolphins. But as you say, what is it, 180, 190?
Yeah, 188 to
188.
win. So they broke the record yesterday. Can they break the record today? I think that is the question. Western Province will back themselves to defend this. They were
another good shot. Off the back foot. Play the spinner late. Don't lunge forward as we teach the youngsters. Wait for the ball. Plenty of options off the back foot, especially if it's not turning, as we have seen, well, not as we have seen, but we have noted that the Indian batsmen struggle to play on their own conditions on this Bunsen burner wicket that they had to play on. Simon Harmer bowling beautifully. What a good off spinner. That guy is highly underrated. Brilliant career with Essex, taken over 1,000 first-class wickets and showing the Indians exactly how to go about winning matches. Well done, Simon Harmer.
Well, it's well played late again by Alexandra Candler. Down to Danae van Niekerk at long on, just for the single. PDS 4 for Simon Harmer in that second innings. And the last 2 wickets falling to South Africa's Keshav Maharaj. South Africa get a famous victory at Eden Gardens.
Keshav Maharaj. We call them the spin twins. One a good left armer and the other a good right armer. What a winning partnership that is. If you look through history, the spin twins are going to win you many test matches.
Down the leg side, I think she has got some bat on that. It may go down to the boundary before it does. And another 8 off the over, so a good start here for the Hollywoodbets Dolphins, and that's Courtney Gounden getting in on the act with her first boundary. It's 16 without loss at the end of the second over.
So those of you watching this live streaming, we hope that you're enjoying the commentary. We hope that you're enjoying the match. And 2 of South Africa's top provinces showing their amazing abilities. But this run chase is not going to be easy, as you mentioned, young Candler. And is it Courtney Gounden?
Courtney Gounden, yes. Also just 24 years of age. And
young talent.
Yeah, young talent. Played KZN Coastal or Dolphins under 19 for 3 consecutive years. In 2017, 18 and 19. 19 was the captain of that team. And sadly, they in the COVID epidemic of 2020, that week was not held. Otherwise, I think she would have been, she would certainly have been captaining that team once again. Very good talent as well, Courtney Gounden. It's very well played by Candler. That is going to run away for 4. She's picked up the first ball of Leah Jones's over yet again, down to the boundary. And early signs here are that we're going to have a fantastic game on our hands as they look to take this on to the Dolphins. Exactly what we would expect from them. Brilliantly coached by Angelique Tai. She's done a fantastic job with them, the former South African cricketer as well, and a really great backup team that she's got there as well with her. Always good to have them down here in the Cape.
Oh, great take by the wicketkeeper. Left-handed diving to her left.
Yeah, so agile. Young Jay Lee Philander, 18 years old, part of the SA under-19 team that got to that final in Malaysia in that World Cup earlier in the year, and captained by her Western Province teammate Kayla Reinecker. Jay Lee Philander, live wire behind the stumps. Oh, beautiful shot through the offside. Candler threads the gap between backward point and the cover for 4. She is on fire. She's picking up from where she left off yesterday. Alexandra Candler
just teaching the Western Province captain Leah Jones a thing or two about hitting boundaries. But that was a beautiful shot. That particular shot, the young winning against the more experienced player. But not easy coming into the win. This is a great start for the Dolphins. 25 for 0. Nice little tickle down a leg. But there's a fielder there.
Oh.
Yeah, just watching that take by the young wicketkeeper of the Dolphins. Who'd want to be a wicketkeeper, James? My father was a wicketkeeper.
Yeah.
And he played for Border for a few years. I tried to emulate him, but I just didn't have the aptitude for being a wicketkeeper, and
a lot of work, isn't it? I mean,
well, I reckon it's one of the most important positions, or is the most important position on the field. Concentrate every single ball, bending down, standing up, running to the stumps, concentrating. Oh, that's a big wide.
Yeah. So just trying to get her length or line adjusted, to the left-handed Gowden, and she doesn't manage to get that sorted on that occasion. Leah Jones, this will be unfamiliar territory for her. Not used to conceding as many runs as this in the first few overs. World Sports Betting Western Province, they're just going to have to get themselves settled here. Oh, and she is certainly unsettled completely. 3 wides in the over.
Agility, that's what we say about the wicketkeeper. When the previous ball, she was running to her right, diving to her right, the other ball diving to her left. And when you think of fielding practices, the wicketkeeper probably expends most energy with the number of balls you have to catch when the ball gets thrown to the stumps, and this kind of agility that is required.
Just changes her line, her around the wicket. That's brilliant fielding on the boundary by Faye Tunnicliffe. And she's known for that. She puts in a huge amount of work, but it's another good shot from Courtney Gowden, playing it backward of point, and Faye Tunnicliffe saving a certain extra 2 runs there.
Goodness me, if I was a Proteas ladies selector, she would have been in my squad. South African side, she's batted beautifully, that beautiful fielding effort.
It's better from Jones, and is her first dot of this over. It's been an expensive one for her so far, gone for 14.
Wow.
Great start here from the Dolphins ladies. 30 without loss towards the end of the 3rd over. And ahead of the game at the moment. And that's where they need to keep it. Oh, he's put it down. It's gone straight back to her like a bullet. And that would have been an absolute specky had she taken it. Very difficult chance coming back to the bowler, but it is a dot. So she ends the over better, does Leah Jones, but some fantastic batting from Alexandra Candler. 2 more boundaries in that over. It's the 30 without loss after 3, the Hollywoodbets Dolphins ladies.
James, you're an encyclopedia of information. fantastic to learn a lot from you in terms of the names of the players, and but you told me that you've been following the women's cricket for quite a while. That's fantastic. And I mentioned off air that I remember Mignon du Preez.
Yes.
And so in terms of marketing and making women's cricket so popular, amongst many others that I can't mention, but it's been fantastic to see the women's cricket become fully professional here in South Africa. Great for world cricket.
That's a good effort from Tucker. She saved a single there as she comes and feels that off her own bowling. And as you say, Peter, Mignon du Preez, what an ambassador for South African sport in general, but I mean cricket obviously in particular. She's been honoured at Supersport Park. Faniko will field this down at long on.
Did I hear you say earlier that Mignon du Preez is now playing for Northwest?
Yes, she's playing for Northwest. She'll be playing today, and they're up against the Garden Route Badgers, Southwestern Districts at Oudtshoorn. She's been batting well this season, has Mignon. Straight down the ground to Goodall.
That is fantastic, because I love to see the older players. Once you reach age 34, 35, I only retired from first class cricket when I was 42. Keep yourself fit. In comes Tucker. To the fielder at backward point, no run. A rare dot ball.
Yes, been a good over so far. And Eugene would say, I've just put the curse on it now. It's going to, next ball probably go for a boundary. But it's been a good over so far. Just a single off it. It's what Western Province were looking for.
Shot.
That's going to be to Tony Cliff in the deep, and just the single. So, that's a good shot from Gowden. She can't get the boundary though. Yeah, so you're saying Mignon was chatting to her. She'd come back home. She lives here close to us in Malmesbury. I'll carry on with this after this delivery. Oh, that time she can't get a hand on it. That is well played by Candler, and ends the over with a boundary. 6 off that one. 36 without loss after 4 overs. Excellent start here for the Hollywoodbets Dolphins ladies. And yes, just talking to Mignon as we look at that result, we're just reiterating that incredible result by South Africa, winning the first test in Kolkata in that 2-test series, and extending Temba Bavuma's unbeaten run as captain. Quite amazing, actually. And he scored 55, not out, in that second innings to take South Africa to what ended up being a match-winning 153, Peter.
Well, that's a real captain's inning under severe pressure. I heard there's been a bit of controversy between Temba and certain things said in this test match. So real captain's attitude and temperament coming to the fore just when his side needed him. Of course, he's been injured for quite a while. Yeah. So what a comeback. And that's true South African grits. I've mentioned the spin twins, Simon Harmer and Keshav Maharaj.
Oh, it's well played by Gowden. Down to the boundary, backward of square for 4. And yet another bowler ends up getting hit for a boundary off the first ball. Kayla Reinicker into the attack now. Was the T20 Hollywoodbets Pro20 Player of the Season in Cricket South Africa's awards earlier on this year, having done brilliantly in an all-round capacity last season. Top bowler in this competition last season, and put under pressure first up here, Kayla Reinicker. Great work from Gowden.
Usually both bowlers bowling a bit too short, the spinners, and of course countered by some fantastic footwork by the Hollywoodbets Dolphins batters, Alexandra Candler, Courtney Gowden, and Kayla Reinicker is really going to have to pitch it up a little bit more. But into the wind again, so but superb batting so far. I think this is the last over of the power play.
One more after this, so they're doing really well.
They have to take advantage of it.
Yep, they do. They'll try and put a bit more of the, they'll certainly put the fielders out, and they'll need to bowl to their field here. World Sports Betting Western Province. They're just not being allowed to settle, which is excellent from the Dolphins. It's going to be 4, Yeah, that's an excellent shot once again from Alexandra Candler. Gets down on one knee and slog sweeps it into the vacant forward of square region for 4. And World Sports Betting Western Province here, they have not got the answers. Double teapots for Kayla Reiniker at the moment.
Well, it's raining boundaries. It's raining 4s. Not too many 6s, but the 4s will do. Some 2 young batters really taking the game away at the moment. Shot. That's 2. Could be 2. Could be 2.
They might not get. They won't turn for 2.
Could be a run out. It could be a run out.
Cliff's hands.
No.
Nice. Yeah, good work in the field once again, getting to the ball quickly. It looked like they could get 2 there, Peter. I thought perhaps 2 was on as well.
Not worth the gamble.
No.
Going well. Made the right decision in the end.
No. It was Courtney Gown who got run out yesterday going for a second. She's not going to want to make that mistake again today.
Wow, I'm impressed by these 2 young batters from Hollywoodbets Dolphins. My word, some great footwork. Really good shots. One left-handed, the other one right. Go bold. That's the length. That's what she's got to get it up there. Get it up there.
Well, she ended the over better there, did Kayla Reiniker. Still 46 without loss after 5. They're on track from a runs per over point of view. Just getting back to that point about Mignon Dupree, it was met her when she was commentating for Supersport. I was at Borland covering the game, and we were chatting about playing for the Northwest and the fact that, just so fantastic. I mean, she was saying, they are such a young team. That stage being captained by Ntabiseng Nini, who is an 18-year-old fast bowler, played for SA under-19 in 2 World Cups as Ntabiseng, and they've got some really good youngsters coming through the ranks there. And for Mignon to be able to just give them that experience and bolsters their middle order is really what they need, which is fantastic. And talking about youngsters, it is the young 16-year-old Mia Layla, who's into only her 2nd T20 representative game. Oh, glorious. Glorious from Candler. It's just floated up outside the off stump, and that is through the covers for 4.
Mia. Wow. My word, Mia Layla. You say only 16?
16, yes. Goes to Redham Constantia. And
that's a beautiful shot. Beautiful shot from Alexandra Candler. My word, I've seen some wonderful cover drives in the ladies' game. The women's game since the World Cup. Talk about Laura Wolfhard, Faye Tunnicliffe, Alexandra Candler, and more to come.
Well, they decided late to go for the single, but she's well in, is Gown, and good calling that time from the left-hander. So, yes, Layla is part of South Africa, Cricket South Africa's under-19 talent acceleration program. She was part of a camp that took place earlier this year as they prepare for the 2027 under-19 World Cup. And they've had outstanding success in the previous tournament, got to the final and they were defeated there by India in Malaysia. But what an outstanding performance from the young ladies. So plenty of talent in the pipeline.
And plenty of incentive, it seems.
Yeah, he's probably got away with that one on the pads, Peter.
Yeah, I think the most important thing is when I coach the young players is to make contact, get flat on the ball, and don't play across the line too much unless it's really outside the leg stump or just coming into you. But bat to ball. Like that.
Oh.
Good fielding, great fielding.
Yeah. Really well done on that occasion. Looks like that is, just trying to see who's, that's Leah Jones, the captain at backward point. She is an outstanding fielder, also just 22 years old.
Mia Layla, 16-year-old, in she comes with the wind. Inform better. Shot.
Oh, that hurt. That hurt. And I don't think you can put that down as a chance. But for that one, but my word, she stopped that well. Prevented what would have been a certain boundary, you feel?
Put her in the ice bath. Put her in the ice bath at the end of the day. You know what? Get rid of the bruising.
Yeah, it's going to be shining all kinds of colours in a couple of days' time, I think. My goodness. It's in the air. It should be taken, and is. And it's the first wicket.
Great catch.
Yandiswa Mangala takes the wicket, and Mia Layla takes the first wicket, gets the breakthrough as Courtney Gounden pulls that one into the leg side to deep mid-wicket. And it is a welcome breakthrough for World Sports Betting Western Province. 51 for 1. Let's look at this again, Peter.
A very much needed breakthrough, and it's a great field placing by Leah Jones. A great catch too with the wind out there, not easy to judge. And young Mia Layla, what a moment for her. And well, as I said, a much needed wicket, so that'll get Province back into this game, put some pressure on the incoming batter. And but just what a beautiful piece of cricket that was. He just bowled a few dot balls to the batter, and so the pressure built. But great wicket for Western Province.
A good 15 off 19 deliveries for Courtney Gounden, supporting Alexandra Candler. As we do see Asake and Yavani coming out into the middle, and Peter, we were talking off air about the development in sort of border cricket, EP cricket. Saka and Yavani, one of those youngsters who's come through from the border.
Fantastic.
And from the she's plying her trade now. She was went to Dalabutile High School in Alice, so from Alice, and played for border initially, and then worked her way through, worked and played up at the Lions, went down to Southwestern Districts, and this season has moved across to the Dolphins. And really another youngster who's been part of the SA Emerging setup as well with the bat. So really good to see the opportunities that these young women are being given.
Yeah. Asaka Nyavani from Alice, you say.
Yeah,
that's
from
a great
Alice,
part of
yeah.
the world. Alice University, some good cricketing pedigree coming from there. Almost become like, not a cricketing university, but certainly attracting the young talent. So Asaka Nyavani will know all about the other little 16-year-old that's been bowling for Province. You say coming from the emerging talent?
Yes, it's they would so SA Emerging. So to maybe explain that slightly differently. So the SA Emerging team is those players that are already in the system.
Fantastic.
And the Talent Acceleration Program is for under 19 cricketers.
Shot.
In the air, and it's a great shot. Yep, it's to the left of the fielder at mid-off. Alexandra Candler, she is playing a gem here. 37 now of 19, batting at nearly over 200, nearly at 200 at the moment. Brilliant from her.
Shot. Class shot. Classy.
She's another player who I would be inking in from a in terms of the Proteas if they're looking to expand their reach.
Shot. That's great composure. Boundary off the previous ball. Take the one, just take it off the body and chip it to deep mid-on. A big gap there between mid-wicket. Or was that? No, that's the umpire.
Yeah.
No, there's nobody.
There's nobody there. It's a massive gap on the leg side. So you play it anywhere into the leg side. It's also the longer side of the boundary. So we haven't seen too many twos being run, but maybe now that we're in the middle overs, the power play has come to an end, the first power play. There is opportunity if you do play it gently enough to get a two.
Shot.
That's good work. Getting yourself off strike, which is what you need to do in this instance. Just keep rotating that strike. Candler is in a rich vein of form. She's batting beautifully.
Oh, full toss. Good shot. One run, maybe two. No, one. Yeah, the trend these days is to leave that huge gap on the leg side, especially against the off spinner. And maybe to entice the batter to play across the line, a chance of an LBW, but packing your offside field or bowled. Good, sensible batting. What a contest. Both teams had good starts. Perhaps the difference could be, I don't know if Hollywoodbets Dolphins have got a Dene van Niekerk type player coming in at number 5 or 6. No. But I thought Dene van Niekerk played a fantastic innings, really got the strike rate up. Can the Dolphins match it? Young Alexandra Candler playing a beautiful little innings. My word, South Africa is producing some fantastic talent in the women's game. As Eugene Mullion joins me yet again.
Yeah, and that's the game to follow, the men following the women here. And if anything is to go by from what we've seen thus far, Peter, I think we're in for exciting days cricket. Because the ball's
really?
going to all parts here.
Fantastic. Yeah, Mia Leila. Was that I think that was maybe a first or second wicket? Not today, but certainly in her career for Western Province. I think this is only her second match. Maybe I've got it wrong. But what a moment for her to get the other batter out. There she is again in her second over of the game. Coming in with a wind, with a southeaster to Asoka Nyavani. Ooh. That was a almost impossible shot to stop, straight back at her. She's lucky she didn't crack a finger with that one, but missed it completely. 4 runs.
Well, they're making a good first of things here. This was powerfully struck. Down the ground, middle at no price, long on at no price. 4 runs to the good.
What a moment for Mia Leila. Alexandra Candler batting beautiful. Great shot. Nyavani.
Could have been close to a wide there.
It looked like a slower delivery, I think, coming out maybe the back of her hand. And always good variation in 2020 cricket, Eugene.
Yeah.
I remember you with your slower ones every now and again.
Yeah.
You did Yorkers, slower ones, everything.
I loved it.
Versatile.
Well, as you rightly said, you can't just let batters just line you up. You got to.
That's it.
Think about it, maybe.
Shot. I remember a great lecture for one of my greatest foes that I played against, a New Zealander by the name of Sir Richard Hadley, who played with Clive Rice, great South African Clive Rice at Nottinghamshire. But it was years after my career had finished and he was giving a bowling lecture. And I'll never forget what he said. We'll watch this delivery first. I just sort of squeezed it down past, through the gully for 2. Yeah, nice bit of bowling. But Sir Richard Hadley, he was probably one of the fast bowlers that I had the most trouble with because he swung it. Yeah. But he could do most things with it, like you. And I'll never forget his saying, you know, folks, I always used to ask the batter a question. What's he doing with the ball? Swinging it? Is he going to bowl it quicker? He had great variation. Yeah. I'll never forget that phrase. I always used to ask the batsman a question. And I know that I felt that whenever I faced him, because I didn't quite know what he was going to do with the ball. Right.
Yeah, you've got ways and means to try and find out some bit of insight into it. But another over comes to an end. That's 8 gone, 67 for 1. The other thing is, Peter, that's the game to follow here. World Sports Betting, Western Province men's side playing up against Hollywoodbets Dolphins. That's happening at 1:30 here today. The other thing is, there was something close to this format back when you were playing, and that was the old Test Union days. Because I remember coming here, and the stand wasn't looking like it was now, and sitting here under the willows here where we sat, and I remember a certain Clive Rice coming out, and Kojak was down here.
Kojak.
And he was shouting out as Adrian Caper walked in, and he was shouting, hit Caper hit Ricey for the 6th first ball. And I thought, no, not first ball. You're allowed to have one sighter. He ended up, Ricey wasn't slow. He ended up hitting Ricey straight into the president stand here back in the day. I mean, that was the closest to T20 cricket back then.
Yeah. No, we learned to improvise early on. Shot. Yeah, you mentioned Kojak. You know, Eugene, both you and I are looking a bit like Kojak too these days, eh?
Well,
with no hair and stuff.
Some has a decision to make on that. One of us have a decision.
Wasn't Kojak fantastic? Legend amongst the spectators.
Yeah. Here's a change of bowling as well. At the Calvin end, his Vezi's coming in. Keeper up to the stumps.
Nasifa Vezi. Wow, they've got quite a lot of variation, this WSB Western Province bowling attack. Good to see.
Yeah. It's the first time I saw they really took the attack to Leah Jones. She's normally very nicely with ball in hand.
Yeah, Leah Jones was a bit offish today. I think maybe it's the wind factor, but certainly Alexandra Candler really played some fantastic shots off her. She's still at the crease on 41. And can she go through?
Just watching at that, she had a little bit, Leah Jones had a little bit of a jump when she gets into a bound, especially bowling to the right-hander. Just a bound to go towards the stumps, and that threw her off. Especially when she also bowled to the left-hander over the wicket. Played out onto the onside. They're going to try and run two here. Oh, they'll make this at a canter. They'll make this at a canter.
Great running between the wickets. Really made the fielders cover ground there.
And the minute she came around the wicket to the left-hander, she was all straight and everything, so her lines were automatically better. So I think that's just something for her to think about, especially bowling to right and left-handers over the wicket. Oh, that's going to be papers. Just worked onto the onside, beautifully executed. Tell you what, Hollywoodbets Dolphins ladies are certainly making a fist of this.
Asaka Nyavani from Alice, from the Eastern Cape, in the rural parts of the border. There's plenty of talent around there, and here she is playing for the Hollywoodbets Dolphins. What a great recruitment. Seeing some of the shots I've seen her play today. Well, if there's one Nyavani, there's got to be plenty more in that part of the world. Shot.
Yeah, powerfully hit down the ground. It'll just be one. And that's going to be the end of over number 9. Excellent start here. 75 for 1. 9 wickets in hand. Yeah, that's another part of the world that you played in down at border.
Yes, Eugene. I was basically schooled Selborne Primary in East London in the early part of my life and career. And I moved to Cape Town to Sax when I was 13. Of course, our father was a civil engineer, and started my career with Western Province. So border has always been close to my heart. So it was always going to happen that I'd go back the latter part of my career, build border cricket. And Mackay and Tini, Mark Boucher, a lot of other, Mfaneko and Gum, who did a lot of work at Alice Academy there through great work of Greg Hayes. Of course, Greg Hayes with his coaching plans under the great presidential leadership of Robbie Mazzell at the time, way back in the early 90s, and Greg Hayes done a great job for South African cricket. Set up the indoor academy at Alice with Mfaneko and others.
Oh, that's smart batting, giving herself room and playing that over point.
That is one heck of a shot. Don't bowl wide to this lady, Aseka Nyavani. My word, that was a great shot. Screamer over the point's head for another boundary.
Yeah, and even if you don't give her the width, she makes the width herself. Stepping to the leg side, that's excellently done, and carved that away. She looks in good touch, 20 or 14.
Oh, well bowled. Nice in swinger. That one came in, Mia Layla. My word, that's a great comeback after that great shot over point. Spare a thought for this Mia Layla. It's not easy coming in, but watching both Layla and Nyavani, what great talents that we're seeing here. at the iconic Newlands. They must be absolutely loving it. I remember my first game forever for Western Province.
Yeah?
I was
What was it against?
I was an 18-year-old against Eastern Province. And well, it was actually my first game. I was selected as a 12th man.
Right.
And I forgot to put my spikes on. So I had to go onto the field. Some player came off for a break. The first ball that came to me, I slipped. Went straight through my legs. God, I was embarrassed. But I was so nervous too. First game ever.
Oh, we're seeing shots played out here today, folks. That is another one that goes over cover.
Well, that's just another classy shot. Another classy shot, my word. We thought Faye Tunnicliffe could bat. My goodness, that's a great, great shot. Make some room. Wrists. Over she goes. Another 4.
I'm sorry, we are being treated here today, folks. Early morning start.
Yes.
This is good cricket. Bowler v batter. Youngsters out there showing their class.
That's a no ball. Could be a no ball.
Umpire Brett Pitt just
High
showing
foot
that now
toss.
it's going down.
No, the umpire's happy with it. Fine. Lucky she got away with that, Mia Layla.
Well, look at the comparisons there. Peter, at the same stage, World Sports Betting Women's, they were 80 for 1. The Dolphins slightly ahead, 85 for 1.
85 for 1, that's a brilliant, brilliant start. As we know in T20 cricket, can they go through? Okay, you've got more fielders out on the boundary, but can they capitalise on this great start? I've mentioned Danae van Niekerk's innings down in the middle order. What have the Dolphins got if one of these get out? These two get out. Hopefully they can just retain their composure. I was talking earlier that there's that big gap there in the mid-wicket area on the leg side because you're packing your cover field. So it's got to you've got to try and make the bowler bowl a bit off stumpy short just outside. Yeah. Not easy into the wind. So there's big gaps there, runs and lots of runs. Make bat to ball. That one goes straight to the fielder.
Yeah, and that is a stronger area in women's cricket, hitting the ball through the onside. It's more of a natural shot for women. But what I've seen and has impressed me from the World Cup, looking at how the women played, and even here today, their ability to hit the ball through the offside has been impeccable.
Ooh, it's gone straight up in there, could be out. Oh, great catch there, Eugene.
Excellent catch. That's the Greiniker out there. She ran in quite quickly and then steadied herself. And then once she steadied herself, I thought, nah, this is taken with consummate ease. And that's another good innings that comes to an end here.
Yeah, that's a great pity. Yet again, we see some great boundaries. We watch this replay. Yeah, going for the big one. Maybe just push it down to deep mid-off. Yeah. Stay at the crease. Going nicely. Run rate 10.6.
You don't want to be overcritical there, Peter, as well, because the way she looked at it, she looked on the onside. The ball went on through to the offside. If you look at the way this bat comes through here, this goes to that onside. She had to go again, maybe where the hands are.
That's it.
It's all about getting the hands through the ball. We saw that early on. Maybe she would have been more successful. But, I mean, this is all part of the learning as well and part of the development. And she'll go back and look at that. As Shangaze comes in now.
But Nasifa Vezi will be very happy with that. She's not bothered about how the batter's going to get out. She's got her out. And I think that's where we were talking, the big gap in the mid-wicket area. Probably the batter thought there's big gaps there, that's where I want to aim. Instead of just, you could say, can understand now why they're packing the offside field, leaving a big gap there, enticing the batter to think a little bit, shall we say, skewly. Yeah.
Just to remind our folks there, in the women's game, you have to have 5 in the ring.
Ooh.
It's down on the leg side. I think that she got a scratch on it. We just got to have to wait and see. No, the old flamingo from the umpire, Brett Pitt there, indicates it's a leg bye.
Five in the ring, 4 on the boundary. Yeah. Where's that gone?
Mid-wicket. Your area there. Your area.
Well, I'll have the cover drive and the square cut. Ducking the bouncer. You used to bowl me a lot of bouncers in the nets.
No. Save those.
Club cricket?
Nah, save those. Save those.
Yeah.
Always came a lot quick in the nets as well. With some that enclosed environment, everything is on top of you.
Yeah, when I look at the practice facilities now, Eugene, it's really compressed. I really do feel for the players and the coaches because of the buildings that have taken place here. But I hear by next year, the vineyard is going to be ready for purely practicing. That's a fantastic idea, I think.
Yeah, I think that the idea is, from what I heard, is that it is going to be practice facilities, training facilities, as well as potentially the women games being played there.
Makes sense. Just chatting with the groundsman this morning, Bram Mong, who's been here for quite 4 or 5 years. It was a lovely chat with him. He's done a great job here. And so he mentioned to me that people don't realize the amount of time and effort it takes to develop that type of practice facility, because practicing is as important as the match.
Yeah.
So that'll be a great facility when complete. Picturesque and great history about the vineyard.
Oh, how good is that stop at backward point? The old Peter Kirsten position there, backward of point, diving away to his left.
Yeah, that was my position until Jonty Rhodes came along, so I had to move to cover. He replaced me. He said, "Kersey, I'm younger than you, and I'm better than..." No, he didn't say that, but he was better than me. And Herschel came along too. Yeah. Could be out.
Well, it is out, and Mia Layla gets her second wicket. And we also got to go back to the ball before. Great stop, keeps the pressure, dot ball, next ball out. That's the importance of good fielding as well at times. And now Western Province feel they might be on top in this one.
Great point, Eugene. Yeah, she just varied her length there and straight up in the air. You're right, as the pressure just building. But that's about hours of practice and talking about practice facilities, practicing being just as important as the match. Yeah, so Alexandra Candler remains at the crease.
Yeah, and she's joined there by some Kele Kau. There are 2 Kauas in the team. But I like that. I mean, that is a massive point, those 2 balls, Peter, and we see so much of it. And we also focus at the wicket-taking delivery or the wicket-taking ball or the catch. But what has gone just maybe a ball or 2 before that? And that is the key as well. And it's not just all about, I say, it's not all about the person that scored the goal in football. It's about the build-up to it.
Mid-wicket, there we go. Oh, a lot of shots going through there, Eugene. We're talking about that big gap. Got to be careful. You play across it, you miss it, you're gone. LBW or bowled. And, of course, Mia Layla just bowling beautifully at the moment. This is her 4th over, her last over. Good captaincy to get her overs through. Young bowler. Yeah. She's taken 2 great wickets already.
And bowling to a field at such a young age is that understanding of where I have to go and put the ball to get hit to my boundary right, especially in this format of the game, is key.
It's so great because I watched their practice for about an hour on Wednesday. I mentioned it before. But I'm now able to put the names to the faces that I've been watching. Talking about practicing, in comes Mia. Great wicket keeping. Lovely to see.
other thing as well with this invent of T20 cricket, and white ball and colour clothing. And the bowling coach of Western Province, I keep alluding to this, and he always referred to when it was white clothing and red ball, and bowlers don't dive around or whatever. Let's hit out to the sweeper boundary again. Well, they're thinking of coming back for 2. But then the old Benson and Hedges and the old Standard Bank cricket, when the lights come on, the colour clothing, the white ball, the bowlers threw themselves around then.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, it was first invented, or the games used to take place at the Greenpoint Stadium on an artificial pitch. And then we moved to Newlands, which was the correct move, the vital move, not just for the income too of the Westmont Cricket Association coffers, and the players themselves enjoyed it, started the coloured clothing. It was just a wonderful event, wasn't it? Still is, will always be. So we can thank Kerry Packer for that, I reckon, all those years back. Yeah, we get tired of whites all the time. It's like Wimbledon tennis, they've got to play in whites. How boring. You.
Oh, that's hit out to deep mid wicket. Oh, that's straight to Tunnicliffe out there. And now it seems just to be a little bit of a procession here. 4th wicket goes.
Yeah, I think we just chatted about, you mentioned it earlier, let's play it through the ball on the offside, and the batters at the moment being enticed to play that across the line shot. There's a fielder out there, very good fielder as well, and catch has been taken out in the deep. So I think Hollywoodbets Dolphins just misreading the situation, maybe panicking a little bit. I've mentioned the innings of Donne van Niekerk in the middle order for Western Province, WSB Western Province earlier. I'm not too sure if the Dolphins have that type of player. With respect to all of them, Zintley Mali, she's coming in.
Yeah, the other thing is batters coming in mustn't look at the rate required so much. Look at who's on the other side. So Cantley is on there, 49 of 28 deliveries. She's going very well. You're just starting your innings. You're allowed to hit the ball down the ground. You can maybe push for 2. But it's important not to give it away, because now we've had a wicket. It's ultimately a dot ball. But you don't want to get into that. And the person that's in is being starved of the strike here.
Yeah, that's rotating the strike as we've been chatting about. And but that's the situation. I'll see if Vezi coming in again. Another across the line shot, but okay, fine. That was going down the leg. But still the cover's packed. What I've found interesting in this particular innings of the Dolphins, the Western Province captain hasn't had to put out the deep cover point at all. No. So they're saving the one if it's going to go for 4 or either too wide, or there's a risk factor involved. Big gap on the leg side though, still. Yeah.
I think one of the aspects for allowing her to do that is the fact that Vezi is actually bowling into this breeze that we spoke about as well. So the likelihood is that they might decide to go with the breeze a little bit more to their stronger side, which is the onside, and that is what they're trying to do. When it was Layla bowling from this end, the Weinberg end, there were sweepers on both sides, and she actually bowled quite nicely. Here, Vezi's bowling, as we say, gun barrel straight, looking for the stumps, looking for the pads, and forcing them to hit to the onside. And then, yeah, that's good. And then it forces you to then try and run 1s or 2s if you can.
That's a good controlled shot.
Yeah. 50.
Fantastic 50 from Alexandra Candler. Beautiful innings. I'm sure that these ladies, these women have been watching Laura Wolfhard during the World Cup. Taryn Brits also came in with a few good innings, powerful innings. And of course, Marizanne Cup.
Oh, look at that for fielding. She's just bowled 4 overs on the bounce. Still covers ground to her left. Picks it up with probably a non-dominant hand, a left hand.
95 for 4. Pressure for the Dolphins.
You must have been impressed with that. I mean, we talk about Jock Harris's cover drives and swept, fine leg, come through for the single. Well, in your time, probably Daryl Cullinan. You had a good-looking cover drive as well. Laura Wolfer's offside play is just unbelievable. It's just glorious to watch.
Yeah, just I loved watching her bat this World Cup series. I see she just put on another 71 for the Adelaide Strikers to win their first game of the Big Bash, or the Big Bang, what do they call it?
Big Bash. But she's added to that, hasn't she? She's got now the power game to beat sixes.
Just a lovely watching her bat. And the cover drive a lot of it is instinct. And I mentioned the wrist factor. Herschel was similar. Jacques Callis was just very strong. He had it all, didn't he? He could play with a strong forearm without extending the wrists. But you get all, as long as you're going through nice and straight, that's what it's all about. Straight and late, we say.
Well, there's a few to copy, and in the women's game, none better than Laura Wolford, in my view.
So, we'll chat about it after this ball. Shot. Delmarie Tucker back into the attack.
She's having a good game, Delmarie Tucker. She's with the third over.
Yeah. Again across the line. Zintli Mali.
Played onto the onside, strong shot, but just shows how Leah Jones has marshaled the troops in the right area. Now we see with Tucker coming on, there's no personnel on the offside boundary. They all, three of them are on the leg side, and then one's at long off.
Yeah, everything's going to the leg side. It could be out. Good catch. No, she's dropped it. Real difficult catch there, Eugene. So again, she's readable. Everything is going to the leg side. There's quite a nice gap in the sort of wider mid-off area. Got to be looking in that area. Zintli Mali again, facing. Yeah. Alexandra Candler played some lovely cover drives or improvised shots through the offside earlier on in this innings. But some of her partners have not been able to do similarly. They're getting behind the run rate now. Need 87 more runs to win off the last 6 overs.
Yeah, 87 off 6, and we're going to give Peter just some time to catch his breath and invite the Cape Fox back.
I've been fired.
No, you haven't. I can tell you now, you're definitely not fired. Great insight there from the legend himself, and the maze still is continuing around the town, around the country. And just get the date here, and it will make its appearance here today. Is that right?
Yes, it is, but that's not right.
Yeah, it's not with the DP Lions. It's Hollywoodbets Dolphins are here in town, enjoying the sun, the sights, and the wind.
Yes, not having too much of that. Certainly not this kind of intensity. Up in Durban, more the humidity. We get the dry heat here in Cape Town with the wind, Eugene. And it's been quite a productive period for World Sports Betting Western Province since I was last on commentary. It's in the air, and that should be taken. No, over the head of Faye Tunnicliffe. She probably will be upset with herself that she let one go over her head. If she was on the boundary, she may have taken it, but great shot by Zintli Mali.
I'm gonna give all the kudos to the batter.
Yeah.
And I think she got all of this. Yeah, it was a powerful stroke. Yeah, she was probably a meter or so off. I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt to the batter there.
It was a very good shot, wasn't it? She connected it beautifully, and it's not exactly with the wind. Wow, this top edge. Layla been doing some good fielding down here in front of us. at short third. Redham Constantia student, 16-year-old from Redham Constantia. As I was saying to Peter earlier on, part of the Talent Acceleration Program with CSA for the under-19s for the next World Cup in 2027. All that time, we just been singing her praises, can't quite cut it off. And the reverse sweep will give in fact, it came off the pads, leg bars down for 4.
Yeah, first time I saw her actually, as you look at the reverse sweep being attempted here, coming off the pad. First time I saw her was down at Stellenberg High School, where Redham were playing Stellenberg High. I have to say that Stellenberg are going to go to that regional finals. Good effort from them. Getting through, really got a good side this year. I've got nothing to do with it, James King, before you say anything.
Okay, well, I was going to potentially ask the question.
All kudos to Reno, the coach of the women's side. He's really improved that setup. I do help out a little bit.
Well, it's very good them going forward to those finals to represent Western Province. Oh, and this time, unfortunately, just a spin, taking it away from Mia Layla. It was well hit by Alexandra Candler. And another boundary for the opener from the Dolphins. What an innings this has been from her.
Yeah, it's been a good innings, but this is all part of the learning. This is spin taking it away from the fielder. And if you look at the comparisons now, 130 for 2, Western Province found themselves, and now Dolphins, 117 for 4. They were 5 runs to the good, but just shows how important those 5 runs were. And there's the mace. There is that mace that was won by our test side, the men's, the Proteas. And they've done really well today in India.
Yeah. Domi Tucker in for her final over. Bowled well, Tucker, 0 for 20 in her 3.1 overs now. Oh, beautifully played by Alexandra Candler. Brings out the reverse again and executes it to perfection.
One of the better timed reverse sweeps you've seen today. Oh, she got all of that and didn't bother running, and why should you? You've timed that to perfection.
And she just she's able to wait for the ball to be delivered before she moves, which is excellent technique. That's in the air, and that's gone all the way. It's another boundary, another one over the ropes. Her first 6, in fact, for Alex Candler, and she is taking a liking to Delmarie Tucker here. It is outstanding from the Hollywoodbets Dolphins opening batter. On the back of her 93 yesterday, she is keeping them in the hunt here.
I was about to tell you, she's in good form, having a good weekend here in the Cape. First the reverse, and then that powerful shot over square leg for a maximum.
Big appeal. Umpire Wilma Jones says no, and Jaylee Philander was convinced that there'd been something on that, and I sense perhaps that Alex Candler may well have actually walked had she hit. If she knows she hit that, difficult to tell though.
She actually indicated came off the pad straight away. This is impressive.
Yeah,
have to be impressed. The batting from both sides have to be said. Yeah, they put the bowlers under pressure, and that's what you also can expect in the shorter format of the game.
Yeah, still 59 needed off 4 overs and 1 ball. But the way they've gone about this chase, I know they have lost some wickets now more recently. I mean, from scores at 86, they lost their 2nd wicket. So the wickets of Nuvani, Shangasi and Kaur were falling in quite quick succession, which has just slowed the rate slightly. But just Alex Candler's been just immense over both days, as you said, Eugene.
No, she has. So what is it? The rate required? 14.5.
Yeah.
Can only be possible if Candler stays there. Now, plenty of photos being taken, and why not? And basking in the sunshine here is the mace.
It's wonderful that the mace is going to be taken across to the grounds all over the country and given people the opportunity to share in the excitement and the achievements of our men's test team, who have done us proud today again in India, as Leah Jones is back into the attack. Giving the strike to Candler is Zintle Mali, captain of this Hollywoodbets Pro20 team. We have Nondamisa Shangase captains the Pro50 team. Zintle captains the 20-over team. And they have had a brilliant weekend here. Whatever happens with this game, whether they get over the line or not, you still have to say this chase has been fantastic, Eugene.
Yeah, they've given them a chance. They have one person that was in, and that is Cantley, moves now to 71. Going to require boundaries from both ends. It's not just one person that can do it. Interesting call from Leah Jones coming around the wicket, so she wants to go as straight as possible, forcing the batter to hit it to the onside. That's where the boundary riders are.
In the air, and it should be safe. One bounce over the boundary for 4. Excellent from Mali.
Yeah, it's not to be Leah Jones's day today. She's normally very miserly with ball in hand, and this happens in cricket. That's well picked up. Goes for 4. I said it's got to be both ends. That makes it 6 of the first 3 balls.
And we know we've seen Zintle Mali already put that ball over the boundary. Oh, gets her hand to it, and it just goes down to long on. Another one that perhaps was just there or thereabouts for Leah Jones, but just a single.
Yeah, she did jump very high, I will say that. She's got fingertips.
Such an athlete, Leah Jones. She'll be desperately unhappy with the drop catch that she once she put down off Zintle Mali. That's good anticipation there from Laura Goodall. That will mean that they'll only get the 2.
And that has been a good feature in the field from both sides. I have to say, the hunting in pairs, always 2 fielders running for the ball. If one puts in a dive, the other one can get the throw in.
And it has been very impressive, as you say, the fielding in the main from both teams, very, very impressive in this match today. Seen some very good catches taken. Not easy in this kind of wind as well, sometimes to take those ones swirling in the air. Well bowled by Leah Jones, and that brings an end to the over. 9 runs off that one. And Peter joins me for the last 3 overs of this innings, as Eugene will be making his way down for the post-match presentations. And 3 overs to go, Peter, and needing 49 to get over the line here. It's been a very good effort from the Dolphins ladies.
Yeah, especially Alexandra Candler. I think Marley's played beautifully too, but run rate climbing, so it's going to be tough. We mentioned a similar innings that Dana van Niekerk played. They're going to have to do the same. So as Leah Jones, captain, comes in. Oh, that's gone up in there. Where's it gone to?
Just down to Faye Tunnicliffe in front of the Oaks at deep mid-wicket. So Kayla Reinecker with her last 2 overs. She just bowled the 2 so far, 2 for 18. 2 overs gone for 18 runs. So It's the under-19. She was the South African under-19 captain at the last World Cup, just 20 years of age. It's a poor delivery, and it gets what it deserves. Down the leg side, Candler is in such form. She is not going to miss out there. And Reyneke knows that the line there was just really not what she was looking for. And it's the 50 partnership between Marley and Candler. And it's come up in double quick time of just 30 deliveries. It's been outstanding from both of these two.
Yeah, very poor delivery from Kayla Reyneke. That started outside the leg stump, continued down the leg side for good shot. Alexandra Candler continues, 77 not out. 52 runs this partnership. Another good shot. Maybe two. They're running well. Run that first one hard, we always say. Could be a knock-on, but not that time by the fielder. Kayla Reyneke, much better delivery. Dolphins under pressure.
Just changing her line here to Zintle Marley. Maybe going to bring it further outside off stump. And yeah, she did well there, Reyneke. Marley moved really early outside the off stump. She was guessing that was the line that she was going to be bowling. That's well taken behind by Jaylee Philander, the wicket keeper. Those are not easy as the batter goes for a full swing.
Zintle Marley very sort of limited, just trying to hit to the leg side all the time. Hopefully she can start playing a few shots through the offside as she bats on in her career. Like that. No, the reverse sweep. The dreaded reverse sweep.
Yeah, the dreaded reverse sweep. We won't be asking Bjorn Mulder about that one either from that first innings in the Kolkata Test match. But yeah, the dreaded reverse sweep in this format really has made its appearance. And that's well done once again by Philander and Marley. You called it, Peter, very much changing the line there. Kayla Reyneke, it was excellent bowling of the last three balls of that over to Marley, and just changing the line to outside off stump, and that over the 18th just going for 6, which was outstanding from World Sports Betting Western Province. It's 145 for the loss of 4 as we see later on today at 1:30 this afternoon, the second part of the doubleheader between World Sports Betting Western Province and the Hollywoodbets Dolphins. The Dolphins coming off that incredible double super over loss to the Gold Rush Boerland on Friday night. What a game that was. And they'll be looking to make sure that they get a W next to their names in their travels as they take on World Sports Betting Western Province this afternoon, who are also looking good with 3 wins to their name. That's good work from Candler once again.
Yeah, what I'd like to see is Zintle Marley work on its throwdowns, its practice. Just hitting her hand through towards the middle-off area to increase her options when you've got to rotate the strike like this. In-form batsman Alexandra Candler, give her the strike if you can. To increase her options to hit boundaries through the offside, you're going to need that when chasing big totals like this. Hits well on the leg side.
There we go, that one into the legs is just going to be the single. Good work from Yudiswa Mangala on the boundary. She took a good catch earlier on to see the back of Courtney Gounden. And the fielding performance today from World Sports Betting Western Province women has been far better than yesterday. They have got that big total to defend.
Good contact. I'm not too sure why Leah Jones would want to come around the wicket, especially to Zintle Marley. Okay, I can understand to Alexandra Candler because she's strong on the offside too. But if you're going to do that, you've got to get it full.
Yeah.
But if it's going to be to Zintle Marley, I'd like to see her come over the wicket, slanting into just outside off stump.
Run. Cloth that one, and Reyneke does the fielding. They're through for a single, and 150 comes up for the Dolphins, 150 coming up off 18.4 overs. So once again, it's been good. just 5 overs for the last 50. It should just be the single, and it is. So 6 off the final Leah Jones over. We've got one more to go. Sorry, only 6 so far. There's one ball to go in the over.
The Dolphins being strangled here.
Yeah.
And looks likely that World Sports Betting Western Province should win this game.
Candler keeps the strike at the end of the over. 7 off that one, and 152 for the loss of 4. And game now beyond their reach, as they need exactly 36 to win this game off the last over. But it has been, Peter, an outstanding chase, you have to say.
Yeah.
Looking at a record score, and they may well, in fact, be getting, may well achieve the highest score, batting second here at World Sports Betting Newlands. So it's been a really good exhibition of batting. How impressed you've been as well with Alexandra Candler here for the Dolphins.
A great start, some high-class shots, made use of the first 6 overs, and then of course batters thereafter coming in and getting caught on the boundary, not maintaining their composure. Try to go for the big hits, didn't really have to, just keep her straight, rotating the strike, give it to Alexandra Candler with the odd boundary, but some smart captaincy and bowling also, and fielding from the World Sports Betting Western Province bowlers.
It's in the air and over the head of Faye Tunnicliffe at deep mid-wicket, and she got a hand onto that one, but it was a beautiful shot from Alexandra Candler, and that takes her to 89. So if she can get another 7 runs, it'll be her highest score in this format of the game. If she can get 100, it'll be only the second 100 for the Dolphins women, and she has perished as she tries the reverse sweep, the dreaded, as you said, Peter, and goes straight to Nasipo Vezi at that short, fine position. But what an innings from Alex Candler. She's getting applause and low fives from everybody in the Western Province team as she goes past. That was really a brilliant innings.
It certainly was, and just reminiscent of some of the very fine batter, Laura Wolfart, that we saw batting in the World Cup. Flashes of classy, genius shots. She will learn from it. Person of that ilk doesn't really have to play the reverse sweep too many times in her innings, but she's had a fantastic innings. Congratulations to Alexandra, and she'll be having many, many more of these types of innings. And the fact that it's at Newlands, iconic, I keep saying iconic Newlands, I'm a bit biased, but but it must be a wonderful feeling for her. Just pity there's not about 20,000, 30,000 people here watching her play like that. She will experience that sometime in her career around the world. So, fine innings. Dolphins have tried, but I think in vain.
Yeah, it's Nonkululeko Mlaba coming to the wicket, lefty, and she is going to face the last 4 deliveries. There's 4 deliveries to go in this match, and World Sports Betting Western Province have got over the line, but not that, despite the efforts of Alexandra Candler. It's a good shot. It's in the air, should be taken, and is. So Kayla Raniker gets her second. Mlaba is perishes as that's taken by Kelsey Adams at deep backward square. Raniker now on a hat trick, and you just feel Mlaba, she wanted to go for that, try and get the ball over the boundary. She has to make her way off the field. So Dolphins just falling away in the last over here.
What a great catch. It really was. And I think if we go back to the history of this Dolphins innings, 4 of them have been caught on the boundary.
Yeah.
So as I mentioned earlier, not being able to maintain their composure, knock the ball down the field, look for the gaps, 1s and 2s, leave yourself some more wickets available at the end of the innings. But they just failed on this particular occasion. They'll learn from it, no doubt about that. It's just a case of many, many throwdowns, learn to hit through the offside in respect to 1 or 2 of their batters. But it's the occasion, it's a huge occasion. And it looks like it's going to be a fine victory for the Western Province team to appease their defeat yesterday to the same squad. Yeah, so it's 1-1.
That's right, 1-1, and they'll retain their unbeaten record in this year's Pro20 competition, will Western Province. Hat-trick ball and a swing and a miss outside the off stump from Asif Lekawu. Goes through to the keeper, Jay Lee Philander, who I think's had an impressive day behind the stumps today.
Nice shot. Yes, she has been very good, the wicket-keeper. And both wicket-keepers actually have been very, very impressive.
Yeah, Kwanga Panini back for the Dolphins after an injury layoff. Good to see her back in the Dolphins starting lineup as well. And last ball of the innings played into the deep, where Faye Tunnicliffe does the fielding, and 8 off that final over. And it is the World Sports Betting Western Province that win this match by 27 runs after they posted a record-breaking 187 for loss of 3 in their 20 overs, the highest score by a women's team here at Newlands in the 20-over format. And it is another good victory for them. Peter, it's been an absolute privilege having you here with us for this match, and it's been an impressive display once again by the Western Province women.
Oh, thank you very much, James. I've enjoyed it thoroughly. Some great talent on show, and the South African women's game is in very, very good shape. So this is going to be one of many, many more exciting games, whoever they're going to play. And especially the younger players going to take great, great momentum out of these games at Newlands. Congratulations to World Sports Betting Western Province on a fine performance today.
Well, thank you very much. That is all from us here for this match. Please be sure to join us on the Cricket South Africa YouTube channel for the second part of this doubleheader. That game against the World Sports Betting Western Province against the Hollywoodbets Dolphins. The men playing at 1:30 this afternoon. And please join us for that. We'll be on air from the toss at about 1 o'clock, and there will be a few interviews as well. And then join us for the game itself at 1:30 this afternoon. We're playing in the same field here today at Newlands. It's going to be an epic game. We look forward to seeing you there.
The wait is over and the teams are ready. T20 Challenge is back.
Sun is shining and I feel so good.
Come show us your moves from anywhere in South Africa.
'Cause it's a good day for it, a good day for it.
Meet the stars, feel the vibe, and experience the thrill.
That's huge. That is out of the park.
Support your favorite team in your favorite city.
Brilliant catch.
Bring your energy, bring your passion. Hashtag bring on your moves.
Golden.
And I play for the Hollywoodbets Dolphins.
From the DP World Lions.
Dolphinbet Warriors.
Gold Rush Boland. World Sports Betting, Western Province.
The Mutiram Tuskers.
Northwest Dragons.
The Momentum Multiply Titans.
Get your tickets for the T20 Challenge now and be there for the action. Hashtag bring on your moves. Woza nawe.
Well, what a spectacle that was. A great T20 game here between Western Province and the Dolphins. And it is Western Province that are victorious here by 27 runs. We can introduce the player of the match first, and that goes to Faye Tunnicliffe for a very good 83, good fielding as well. She gets the player of the match award. Congratulations, Faye. Your good season with the bat just seems to continue.
Yeah, look, it's coming off, and I mean, like, I was dropped just after 50, but I heard Wolfie say in an interview that if you're in form, then things just seem to go your way. So yeah, glad I can contribute to the team. Yeah, I think I had a bit of a shaky start in the 50 overs, so I needed to really pick it up and make up for it.
You guys have really played well in this format of the game, the T20 side of it. You just want to capitalize on that. Not saying the 50 overs bad, but you just want to keep going in that format as well. Yeah, for sure. I think the 50 overs we haven't been playing to our full potential, and there's something about us when we get knocked down the day before, we just want to come back stronger. But T20 is just a game that we love. We know we're on top of the log, so we have a target on our back, and we just want to maintain the momentum and yeah, be at the final, hopefully in March. Keep riding that wave for the runs you're getting. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Go well. Well done. Thank you. Thank you. That is your player of the match. I'm going to ask the losing captain from Hollywoodbets Dolphins, Zinhle Marley, just to come and have a word. She's still smiling, which is good to see. Well, 180 plus was always going to be a big ask for you girls as well. I
think we also have strong batters, but I think...
Yeah, you look at the fielding as well. Sometimes those drop catches as well could hurt you as well. As dropping a batter like Faye on 50, and then that could count against you as well.
Yeah, definitely. If there are hiccups in the way, we just have to accept them and move on and focus on the next ball. So that's what we think it was the best for us and not drop our heads.
Still a good weekend for you guys. One winning yesterday, the 50 over. T20 was close. Saw some really good hitting from Cantley top of the order.
She's been brilliant this weekend. I think it's one of those big ones where we really work hard, and I think it's good to show up and show what she got.
Well done. You guys really entertained us as well. So well done. Safe trip home and all the best for the remaining part of the season. Harley, the captain there of Hollywoodbets Dolphins. I'm going to ask Leah Jones if she can join us here just for a quick word. The captain of World Sports Betting Western Province. Yeah, you covered a lot of ground today, Leah. Nice to have to walk 50 meters to me, but you'll take the win as well. And I think having a platform like 180 on the board as well, you will probably very happy about that.
Yeah, and obviously we did a good job with the bat today. Like I said, beginning T20 is our game. I'm not sure why we like it so much, but I'm really happy with the performance today.
Yeah, you must be happy with the two up front there. Laura Goodall, she played a part as well, but Faye Tunnicliffe hitting the ball exceptionally well. And then Danae Fanika coming in and giving that impetus into this innings.
Yeah, like I said, the experience that we have on top there is really amazing to have, and we're really grateful for them. So we love it when they come off, and it's always nice to see them scoring runs.
Must be glad that after 50 over loss, T20 cricket the next day.
Yeah, 100% always get a chance to redeem yourself, and we'll make sure not to lose the second one either.
Well, all the best for the remaining part of the series. Well done again today.
Thank you so much.
That is the end of this post-match presentation. Yeah, it is the home side here, World Sports Betting Western Province women, that win this one by 27 runs over the Hollywoodbets Dolphins team here. Well, stay tuned. Now the men taking this field here at Newlands for the T20 series.